We are not skincare. We are not the market. We are Seacret. I am so proud to say for the first time that I am a Seacret
You put in your secret cake. And I said, well, what do I need that for? And she says, well, why we put you and do a pop party because their mommy has a lot of lines on her face.
The product you are talking for us. We can't talk. Nobody can do what we cannot do. We can do whatever we believe in. That's better. And sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 times to say, hello, I can inform somebody. They say why. And I looked at my bank account yesterday and I said, look, I'm saying, what's the There's so many things that's coming that if you think that the employees are mentioned, you should know. The thing is, like, what if I ever I'm like, my name is Tim. I'm sure that each one of you will to have a piece of deciding and even outside of that. There's a mission.
Who gets excited about my hair?
And the heart and soul of every one of you has a powerful thing to the purpose.
When we share a secret, when we share this community, we're building something special.
This was an opportunity to create a legacy. This was an opportunity for my children's children to benefit from what we're doing.
The next year, all secret.
So I love what military is doing. I love serving my country. But you know, when time is up, and I got 4 little, they deserve to have their father there 100% of their life growing up.
We will always remember where we came from. We always remember who made us who we are, and we always remember that this company doesn't belong to us only.
We're all here for a reason. We're all here to touch some people's lives, to pay it forward, to be somebody's light.
Community, you have the friends and family that have one interest in me, to pay it forward.
You know, I come in with my guard up, and you know, and I'm thinking like, you know, I'm about to get hit. He's trying to give me a hug. You know, like, oh, hey, you know.
Well, I've heard really horror stories about people leaving company and they get chopped off and they get cut up and they get thrown in a hole. And I think it's going to be destroyed on this rally.
Never left.
It's time to just go play in the mud. And it's time to get rich while you do it.
Every single bit of it.
We talked about the community that they had built. We talked about the culture. We talked about protecting what they already built. We talked about protecting all the characters.
I've
been searching for people like Isaac and the leaders of this company for so long they can get it. This is my mission. Is in 5 years I'll be making music when I want to.
So many people get caught up in only focusing on what they can't do. I can't.
Don't let these things that happen in these challenges make you bitter. They're designed to make you better. You know, a lot of people, they all want the breakthroughs, but they don't want to go to the big dance to receive those breakthroughs.
To make significant money, to really make an impact on people's lives, you have to become a significant person. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always done. Because we can do it. If we don't want to be big, we will not be big.
We got the best time, the best product, the best leadership, the best times, and we have got it.
I believe in it. I'm sure you believe in it. Let's make a difference in this world.
How's everybody doing? Okay, be louder than that. How's everyone doing? Okay, how's your hands feeling? Absolutely amazing. You guys jacked out of your mind sideways? Okay, that's what I want to hear. All right, so a few things before we get started. I'm actually super stoked about today more than ever. We got an amazing person coming up, actually a couple amazing people. Before we get started, pull out your phones, your best friend, as you know it. Turn it on silent, vibrate, make it so it only pleases yourself, if anything. You don't want to miss any of this stuff that's about to happen. I actually have the privilege and honor of introducing an amazing person. This woman has actually helped me with so much. Actually, my girlfriend and I is my girlfriend's mother. She's been helping us a lot with leadership and a lot of other things. She's paving the way for success in this market. She's one of our top platinum agents in the Midwest. Why don't you give a round of applause for Cherise Splits.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, I'm used to being here at night. Lots of great people out here. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for spending some time with us on a Saturday afternoon. I know it's beautiful outside and there's many things that you could be doing with your time right now. So it means a lot that you're here with us today. So thank you again. Give yourselves a round of applause. So as Casey mentioned, my name is Cherise Splits. I'm a platinum agent here in the Milwaukee market with my fiance, Tony Jean Greco. I'm a former retail manager, and I was initially introduced to the business through a former coworker of mine in retail. And you know, what initially intrigued me into this business was not only the financial freedom, but the time freedom that was a possibility with this business. And not so much the financial freedom for me, but really it was more about the time freedom for me. Being a retail manager, I worked a lot of hours, you know, nights, weekends, holidays, just countless hours away from my family. And so while most of you were spending time celebrating the holidays with your family, guess where I was? I was at work. And I just so badly wanted to spend that time with my family and be there to celebrate and just, you know, have those special moments with them. And so as much fun and success as I was having in the retail industry, you know, as I mentioned before, I'm a former retail manager, and that's because March of this year, we were able to bring me home. So I am no longer a retail manager. And it's been through this incredible vehicle that we're going to talk about today called Seacret. So if you guys are jacked up and you're ready, say I'm ready. All right, guys, let's jump into it. See my clickers on? There we go. All right, guys, so we're just going to start talking about who we are as a company and where we started and where we came from. So who is Seacret? We are an international luxury Dead Sea skincare brand founded in 2005. We were located in some of the most prestigious malls in the world. So we actually got our start in the middle of the mall at a thing called a kiosk. Has anybody seen a kiosk before? Has anybody intentionally shopped at a kiosk before? Nobody, right? Nobody wants to go to the kiosk and shop. Oh, we've got one person. We got one taker. I salute you, sir. I salute you. You're a warrior. So here's the thing, guys. We started off in the kiosk in the middle of the war, and it's in the middle of the mall, and it's a very middle of the war. It's a very adversarial part of the mall, right? It's kind of like going to war when you see a kiosk, right? Because somebody's really fighting for your time and for your attention to get you to stop for 5 minutes to take a look at the products that we have. And in that environment, we did over $1 billion in sales in that environment. We're also partnered with one of the world's largest and most respected manufacturers in the industry. Has anybody in this room ever heard of L'Oreal before? I did too, and being a woman, I've heard of L'Oreal, but when I heard that we had partnered with L'Oreal, I just kind of thought, oh, you know, L'Oreal, you see them in like a Walgreens or a Walmart or a Target, and I thought, okay, that's kind of interesting. What I did not know about L'Oreal is that they do $26 billion a year. They are a skincare conglomerate. They own over 500 plus brands. Has anybody in this room ever heard of Lancome, Ralph Lauren, Polo? What else? Redken, Body Shop. They own everything, guys, okay? So that was a huge clue to me when I was looking at this from a business standpoint, because they're a powerhouse and they have a global footprint. And one of the things that they did not have in their portfolio of brands was a Dead Sea skincare company. Although they had a facility that was on the banks of the Dead Sea, and they were researching the Dead Sea for 17 plus years at the time. And what they did was they approached our CEO and they said, you know, we're really interested in you guys. You're the best in the industry right now. We want to buy you. And so they stroked our CEO a very large check. And our CEO, you know, he would have been taken care of for the rest of his life. But because he had 600 of his friends and family that had come over from Israel to help run these kiosks and support their business, he said, thank you, but no thank you, we're not for sale. My family cannot live off of this money. You know, there's other people that are coming to the table that their families are being fed with this. And so L'Oreal, being L'Oreal, probably could have gone out and found the second best Dead Sea skincare company out there, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. And stroked them a big check and said, we're going to buy you. Well, they decided not to do that. They counter-offered our CEO, and they said, we don't want to work with anybody else. We really want to work with you. And so for the first time ever in the history of the company of L'Oreal, we are a third-party business partner. They manufacture our products, but they do not own us. So we control where we want to go and where we want to take this incredible company called Seacret. But because they're L'Oreal, guess what we have with our products? We have great products, we have great consistency, we have great manufacturing, we've got the best of science and nature because we have that $26 billion backing of L'Oreal. So moving right on, guys, the skincare industry is actually predicted to grow from 200 billion to over 400 billion by 2016. Now, if you're looking at this from a business standpoint, that's a huge clue. I see a lot of men in the room right now too. That's big, guys. I'll just tell you something. The men's skincare industry is one of the fastest growing industries in the world right now. It's not just about women. It's not just about makeup. It's not just about vanity. It's about looking good, because when you look good, you feel good. You guess what? You do good, right? So our products, what's the niche, right? Our formulation is the perfect blend of science and nature. We use the most advanced technologies in skincare. We have patented and clinically proven products, and they all contain plant extracts, essential oils, and Dead Sea minerals. So has anybody in the room ever heard of the Dead Sea before? I did too. I love to tell this story because when this company first launched in the Milwaukee market, my fiance flew out to Phoenix to meet our CEOs and sit down with them and talk about the business. And when they kept referring to the Dead Sea, Tony kept referring to it as the Red Sea. And he kept saying, yeah, I know, the Red Sea. The Red Sea. It's the one that Moses parted, right? And our CEO was like, no, it's not the Red Sea. It's the Dead Sea. So this is the Dead Sea, not to be confused with Moses or the Red Sea, right? So this is why this body of water is so unique and why it is really helping to catapult our products to new levels. It's the lowest point on Earth at 1388 feet below sea level. It has 26 minerals, unique combination of 12 exclusive to its waters. Now, I know we have Bradford Beach and we have Lake Michigan down here. Just recently, they shut down 8 of our beaches because of, I think it was it Ebola or like an E. coli testing or something like that. So let me just tell you, nobody in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, is rushing over to Bradford Beach to bathe in the waters and put the sand on their skin because they're shutting beaches down, guys, okay? It's just kind of gross. So these 12 minerals are exclusive to its waters. It's known for its transformative properties and skincare benefits. In fact, the Dead Sea is visited by countless numbers of people each year. Also visited by ancient royalty of the past, Queen of Sheba, King David, Cleopatra. She was a MILF. Everybody knows about Cleopatra. She also rode on camels 60 days to and from this body of water. and wrote in her journals how she attributed her beauty to this body of water. So, I mean, we're talking about biblical times, guys. Google the Dead Sea. There's a lot of great press on it. We have celebrities now today that are still traveling to the Dead Sea. Paula Abdul, Rihanna, countless others. Those are a bunch of our secret agents actually that have had the opportunity to go down to the Dead Sea and rub themselves, their skin in the mud and see some of the benefits of it. So our secret regimens, guys, we make this really simple, especially for our men in the room. We have our foundational regimen, which is our blue line. We have our age-defying regimen, which is our green line. We have our men's regimen, because some of you men like to feel manly, right? Manly, we want a brown bottle with bigger font so you guys can feel good about yourselves. And then we've got hair and body regimens as well that are absolutely incredible and more coming. So body products, guys, I want you to just take a look at some of these before and after pictures because, again, I'm going to stress the importance of this. There are people out there that are looking for solutions. They're going to dermatologists. They're going to doctors. They're putting on all kinds of steroid creams on their bodies, and they're not seeing the results. These are the results that people are getting from using our products because of the Dead Sea and the formulations and the science and nature that goes into this, right? Take a look at this elbow. I think this is a form of psoriasis, but if you can take somebody's arm and take it from this to this with some of our body solutions, would you say you have a customer for life? Yes or yes? Yes. Would you say you have somebody that is desperate to find a solution to improve something that looks like that? I mean, she's wearing long sleeves. She's probably very embarrassed of her skin condition. We're taking these products and we're really helping people, guys. Look at these funky feet. We have somebody with a cracked, dry heel, and we can take it like from that to that with just a simple foot care product. These hands right here. I want you to take a look at this top picture. She's suffering from some form of psoriasis or eczema on her hands. And with that simple salt and oil scrub that you guys saw when you walked in and some body butter, we can take that hand and turn it into this. Again, very powerful. More before and after picture, guys. Look at this leg. Would you be happy? Would you be a loyal customer if you were suffering from something like this and you could turn it into something like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's some facial products, guys. Facial products are very, very near and dear to my heart. When I turned 35, I suffered from very bad cystic and hormonal acne. And I tried all the Proactive, didn't work, hundreds of dollars. I could have just flushed down the toilet or made it rain somewhere. And I went to a dermatologist. I was prescribed 2 topical creams and an oral antibiotic. The oral antibiotic actually physically made me sick to my stomach. I sometimes would have to leave my sales floor because I thought I was going to lose my cookies in the bathroom, right? The creams that I was putting on my face not only were peeling, cracking the skin off of my face, but they were also bleaching my hand towels and pillows. So if they're bleaching my hand towels and pillows, what do you think they were doing to my face? Nothing good, nothing beneficial, right? And I wasn't seeing results. This is after several months. So I know a lot of you got to experience that magnetic mask that we had over there, that M4. With a combination of my secret regimen with that M4, within 2 weeks, not only was I resolving my acne, but it wasn't coming back after that. So I'm a huge believer in these products, and I know that there's other people out there struggling. The challenges that they have. These products work, guys. Facial solutions, facial products. This is a friend of ours, severe acne as well. With just a simple bar of mud soak and a moisturizer, she went from this to this. And there's countless pictures, guys. Children. When you get involved in the skincare industry, it is crazy how many stories you hear about children, that are being born with skin conditions, eczema, psoriasis, things of that nature. Let me just tell you something. The Dead Sea does not discriminate. It does not know age, okay? It doesn't know black from white. It doesn't know 65 from 6. It helps everybody. So even children, these products are safe to use on, guys. Our age-defying products for mature people like myself. That's right, I'm a cougar. Got me a young one. Got me a young one. Oh! He didn't know that, though. You know what? Because I use age-defying products. All right, guys. So here's some great before and after pictures. I want you to take a look at her face right here. This is one mask, one treatment. 15 minutes later, you can see a big reduction in the lines and the expression lines in her face. Again, the eyes, big problem area for most people. You can see a lot of the crow's feet and things like that. One 15-minute treatment, and she goes from this to this. The eyes here, we've got our incredible age-defying serum. I use this stuff morning and night. I promise you, Nacho didn't pop this guy before we took the picture. But this is the eye that we did the serum on, and we took those big, heavy bags and we turned it into that. And there are people out there really looking for solutions, guys. Let me just tell you about, different things out there that we have. Surgery, not only does it come with high risk to you, as the consumer, but it comes with a very hefty price tag. We can do something that's more naturally based, that's going to help promote healing of the skin for less money, and it's much safer for you. So these are some incredible before and after pictures, guys. So that is my portion. I just wanted to thank you all for just spending a couple of minutes with me. And really, truly, I am honored now because I get to bring up our guest speaker this evening. He is, for the first time, coming to Milwaukee, so we're so happy to have him here. He comes all the way from Hawaii, and he's actually one of our youngest six-figure ring earners in this company. I love him so much because every time I see him, not only does he have open arms and a huge smile on his face, but he always wants to know what he can do to help, what he can do to serve us, what he can do to really help, catapult our business and our personalities into something bigger than life. So without further ado, please get up on your feet. Help me welcome Mr. David Yonamine.
One more time, please. Man. You guys may have heard there was this very successful, good-looking guy coming. He couldn't be here, so I'm here instead. I always feel like I'm on The Price is Right or something. Hey, Yonamine, come on down. How's everyone doing today? Man, this is a good-looking group. They promised to be good, but they didn't say how good-looking. So, we roll fast before we get started. Just give yourselves a round of applause for being here today. But like Sherry said, my name is David Yonamine, and I do hail from the islands of Hawaii. Okay, I feel like this is a long time coming. I don't know how many of you folks are big football fans, but I'm actually a big Green Bay Packer fan. I've been a fan. If I could have been a fan since Brett Starr, I would have been, or Bart Starr, I would have been a fan since Bart Starr. Does that make sense? Yes. Some of you guys don't know, I'm like 75 years old. Does that make sense? I got a leather helmet at home. No, I'm just kidding. Is it okay if we have fun here today?
Yeah.
All right. It's like 5 in the morning in Hawaii, so I'm pretty fired up. Does that make sense? 5-hour time difference. We're excited. So my job is real simple here today, everyone. And just so we're not complete strangers, a little bit about my background. My name is David Yonamine, and prior to Seacret, prior to this industry, I wasn't, going out there traveling to different markets. I wasn't, going to different areas and wanting to serve people. Actually, the only way I was serving people was at a little sandwich shop called Quiznos. And wasn't doing very well. I was the type of person that used to, sleep at school and study at work. I don't know if anyone, know anyone like that. And I just hated my job. I was lost. I didn't have a very good direction in life, and I was just struggling. I was like I like to say broke, busted, and disgusted. I don't know if anyone can relate with that. And too much money at the end of the month, or too much money at the end of the month. No, not enough money at the end of the month. And I found myself just struggling. And at a young age, my dad actually lost his company went under that he works for, and I was actually living in an '87 Camry. Now, I don't know how the Camry, the series is out here, but in Hawaii, that's not exactly a chick magnet. Does that make sense? It used to be white, but by the time I got it, it was covered in bird poop so much that it kind of turned into this kind of like this brown orange situation. You guys know what I'm talking about? And the good thing about being kind of homeless in Hawaii is that you have showers are everywhere. Does that make sense? So that was the only kind of thing I had going for me. And I remember, July 24, 2006, almost 9 years to today, I got a phone call to take a look at this industry. It was my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law was actually doing pretty well. And he called me and said, David, you got to take a look at this. I found a way for you to go out there and change your life. I found a way for you to go out there and change your future. And it's kind of funny how sometimes people who need it the most want it the least. Yeah, that's kind of like, it's definitely like my relationship with the gym. Does that make sense? I'm like, man, I need that thing, but I want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm talking about? And you ever go to the gym and you're like, man, the people who want it, seems the people who want it the most need it the least. You ever go there and be like, guys, get out of here. Make some room for people who need it. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like my relationship with this business. I didn't know. I said, man, I'm not interested, right? I kept telling him, I'm not going to take a look at your business. I was super, super negative. I was one of those people that I thought I was so cool and I was so tough. Does that make sense? And yeah, if there was Facebook back then, I'd be those people just constantly posting up selfies. And so I remember I wouldn't have the body to show it either. Does that make sense? I'm like, look at this, ladies. It's exciting, no. But he's like, David's so good. So when I first got started, I finally came to a point where I needed it. He finally convinced me to come take a look at it. I remember showing up late, and I was in Hawaii, right? We say we're on Hawaii time. So showed up about 10 minutes late. I came in with he said dress up. I had my flip flops, my surf shorts. Does that make sense? You guys see it? Only shirt I had that didn't have a hole in it. You guys follow where I'm going here? wasn't dressed up as nice as you folks here today. That's for sure. And I remember showing up. He gave me a notepad and pen, told me to take notes. I said, bro, I don't take notes. I don't take notes for anybody, right? And I just remember, taking a look at this for the first time, and just seeing all of these people who are excited, seeing this positive environment, and I was just like, man, like, where am I? I never seen it in my life before. And I just remember seeing these different people here that were having success. I started to see, man, what this could do for me, what this could do for my life. I said, you know what? I remember I'll never forget what he said that day. He said, David, your mind's like a parachute. It doesn't work unless it's what? Open. You guys ever noticed that before? You guys ever see someone try to close parachute and let the tell story? Probably not, right? I hadn't seen it before. So he said, David, if you're going to be here, you might as well what? Be here. I said, yeah, why not? I decided to pay attention that day. And almost 9 years ago, that day changed my entire life. I would not be, I promise you this, you could not have convinced me 9 years ago we'd be living the lifestyle we're living today. So I implore you, don't let the messenger get in the way of the message, okay? I'm here to share with you what changed my life. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you guys a story. So a little bit about Seacret. What's exciting, what's in it for us is that the transition to relationship marketing. Right? What is relationship marketing? Relationship marketing is currently in with Seacret, we have 40 countries that are currently converting from retail into relationship marketing, which we'll talk about in a second. Proven process with over $1 billion sales and counting. Obviously, we talked about it. Products are sold directly from manufacturer to consumer. No brainer. This is a little bit about what relationship marketing is. What we do is we take out the middleman. Does that make sense? And instead of paying them millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, Seacret puts you and I in a position to win. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes.
I said, absolutely. So better value to the consumers, a major profit to you. Agents sell products at half the price of traditional mall retail, sharing the revenue with our agents. So taking a look at it, become a Seacret agent. Obviously, advantage of becoming a Seacret agent, we'll talk about it in a second. But I remember taking a look at this for the first time, and I was like, skincare. I walked in the room, and I had what I like to call my man cap on. Does that make sense? I'm like, don't call me the blank lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going door to door. And he's like, David, take your man cap off and put your business cap on. Did you guys hear what Sheree said earlier? We're talking about $400 billion, moving to over $600 billion. Is that a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
What if we just took a little piece of that pie? I mean, I do like pie, so why not? You guys are so serious. You guys were going to have fun today. I'll never forget. They said, David, let's see if you're qualified. Okay, all right. How many folks know people who've got skin?
Yeah.
Just curious. Some people hanging out in graveyards. So here's what I said. I said, of course I know people have skin. That's silly, right? They said, David, the people that you know who have skin, do they usually want, say, for example, more acne or less acne?
Less.
It's pretty like, I've never seen the cover of, Glamour magazine where it's like, acne in, I've never seen that before, and I don't really read it. But as I'm checking out the grocery store, I usually do find out, hey, who's making it happen now. But how many folks have about people who less wrinkles or more wrinkles?
Less.
Last time I checked, it wasn't like, oh man, look at my distinguishing wrinkles. I've never seen it. I've never heard it. How about more blemishes or less blemishes? Right?
Less.
More black kids or less black kids?
Less. Yeah.
So I said, it's a no. And if everyone's got skin, and we've got products that help people do that, why not? And I said, David, what's great about Seacret is we don't even try to sell people. See, I'm the type of guy, you ever remember those deals in high school you had to sell those candy bars?
Yeah.
I ate all the candy bars. Does that make sense? I was like, is it a race to see who can eat these the most? I get home, my parents, oh my gosh. I got like a whooping and a half. Does that make sense? Like, how are you gonna sell these candy bars when you ate them all? That's how bad I was at sales. Does that make sense? So if you're thinking to yourself, I gotta do some selling, you don't gotta do that. That's not here. All we do is share with people. If they like it, they buy it. If they don't like it, they don't buy it. Can everyone do that?
Yes.
Because we all know people who have what?
Skin.
Yes, you got this. So here's the deal. Advantage of becoming agents, obviously, get Who wants to be a secret agent? I mean, come on, right? Who wants to be a secret agent? Right? Come on now. So I was excited, you know, because I was kind of like, you know, unpopular when I was a kid. Does that make sense? I was like, man, if I could be a secret agent, that'd be so cool. Now you can be a superhero today too. Anyway, so get paid daily, weekly, monthly, build a business in your spare time, home-based business, tax write-offs, obviously averaging 4 to 7,000, no-brainer. Each secret agent qualifies for getaways, trips, exclusive Apple products. If you like Android, don't worry. I'm an Android user as well. Don't worry. Calm down. We do have. Oh, whoa, easy. Half the room just got angry at me. Over half the room. Take it easy, okay? Come on. Having fun. And T-Mobile doesn't give. Agent insurance is available. Existing global customer base, world-class training and development. No membership necessary. Earn free products. Earn free personal secret products. Have fun working with your friends and family. So we're talking about this. So many ways to build your business. We've got local and regional live events like today. This is a regional event so definitely if you're here for the first time, this is a great event for your first experience. So if you're a guest here for the first time, let us go ahead and give you a round of applause real fast. Welcome. Welcome. All right. We got wild parties, wild and spa parties, no brainer. Live webinars. Look at this good looking couple right here. Right. One-on-one sit downs, online social media, secret regimen samples. So we got a lot of ways that we talk about it, that we share with people the amazing secret products. But what I love about the secret products, like I said again, is all we do is we share. If they like it, they buy it. If they don't like it, they don't buy it. And see, that's the way I was raised. That's the way I like to do business. I like to sample stuff. Does that make sense? Yes. When I go to restaurants, I go, can I sample some stuff? For lunch, right? So anyway, 5 ways to do it. You're like, man, this guy's so selling. All right. So first way we get paid is something called retail to wholesale. This is a pretty well-known way of business. What's great about Seacret is that this is a company that we've got built into our products over 150% retail profit. Is that exciting?
Yes.
Right? That's, I mean,
Yes.
yeah, right? So take a look at it. Solid oil scrub, kiosk, retail, anywhere between $69 to $89, depending on if it's their price or not. People who laugh have been stopped by a kiosk before. Anyway, retail price $49.95. Our agent price is $20. You're looking at a $30 profit. Simple. Now you might be like, well, David, I'm looking for a little bit more than that. Okay? I'm looking for a little bit more than that. What else do we have? We got some other stuff here? Wait, hold on. Maybe you're like, I want a little bit more than that. Well, just so you folks know, our Recover product, I believe, retails for $350. Yes. We can get that for as low as, I think, $109, $110, $120, $180, $89. What? Do you know right now in India, okay, if you were to take that product right now, it retails for over $1,000 a box. Now, I'm not here to sell airplane tickets to India. Does that make sense? So you're a travel agent in the back. That's all I'm here to do. What I'm here to share with you is that we're talking about products that already have established value. Does that make sense? Right. We're not talking about you having to go and tell people, hey, listen, you should do this, this is why, this is why. You don't need to. It's already worth that much. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right. And we are capable of being able to market it all over over a few countries now, but soon to be all over the world. So just understand, we have, if you want more, we got more. What's great about Seacret is we got something for everybody. So this is exciting. Obviously, if you retail one a week, it's $120. Retail two, it's $240 a month. I mean, no brainer. We also have this thing called a VIP customer program. Now, what I liked about this, in Hawaii, we call it the hookups. Kind of like if you know someone who works somewhere, you know, especially in the food industry, you know, those, you know, you have to get an extra piece of chicken, right? Drop the right name, get an extra scoop of rice. Sorry, eat a lot of rice in Hawaii, right? Extra sushi roll or something, you know? That's why. David is hungry, dude. I didn't get this big, not being hungry. So here's the deal. What's great about Seacret is that we have a program for our good friends and family, because obviously we want to take care of our friends and family. Would you folks agree? Yes. Especially if we're going to show them these great products, we want to make sure we take care of them. So here we have 40 to 60% off the retail price. Personalized products, no contracts, no monthly commitment, earn free products and free product credit and rewards. What? Ladies and gentlemen, we don't just allow our VIP customers to save money. We actually allow them, if they want to refer other people, because would you folks agree, if you found something that you liked, how hard would we have to twist your arm for you to share with some people? No. I mean, come on, if you're going to look good, you might as well let other people look good too. Don't keep it to yourself. Rude. I mean, I'm just saying, if they're saying, oh my God, your space looks great. What have you been doing? I mean, would it be hard? We're not saying you gotta, learn about all the minerals of the Dead Sea. You just share with them what you're doing. And in fact, we might go to work for you. How crazy is that? And what's great about our VIP customers, they get free product credit. Would customers like free stuff?
Yes.
I'm Asian. I love free stuff. Does that make sense? I can say it. Come on. Relax. Take it easy. All right, so here's the deal. So that's our VIP customer perks, our secret agent perks. You can earn 25% on first-time customers. Let's give that a round of applause. Earn free unlimited product credit, residual income, global revenue sharing. Let's talk about that. So in this example, 10 VIP customers at an average of $100 order at 25%. You're looking at over $250 in commissions paid daily. Say it right. Mm-hmm. And $250 in free product credit, and you get a global customer pool share. What is that? Glad you asked. Here's what what Seacret did was they're like, we've got all this business going on in Australia. We've got all this business going on in Canada. We've got all this business going on in Mexico. We've got all this business going on in North America. What if we allowed you for just going out there and getting, let's say, 10 VIP customers, okay? And you're going to get 10 every month, just let's say the same 10. Does that make sense? What's amazing about it is they will give you they take 2% of all the profit between all of these VIP customers, and they put it in a pool, okay? What they do is everyone who's got 10, you get a share of that pool. After every 5 after that, so let's say you go from 10 to 15, you get for every 5, you get another share of the pool. There's someone in Connecticut right now who's got over, I believe they've got over 45 preferred customers. What? Now, I'm not that good. I'm the guy who ate the chocolate bars. Does that make sense? Right. But could you imagine if you knew somebody who actually was like a big fan of skincare? Or maybe had like a face where you're just like, man, that's the ticket right there. I don't know. But could you imagine what they could do? Don't worry, we'll get there. I see you guys you're like, oh, what's going on here? So here's the deal. Obviously, we've got some amazing perks. Global share. You can get paid on basically the world. Is that okay with everybody? Why not? Why not? Oh, there it is. Look at these guys. They're already ready for me. 15 VIP customers. You know, over 375 in commissions, 375 in free product credit, 2 global shares. I mean, come on, guys. It makes too much sense. So that's obviously one way we get paid. The second way we get paid is what I really like. And this is what was kind of the deal changer for me. See, for me, I was like, Tim, I don't know that many people, or I'm not very good at sales. So let's say I get a handful of customers. So David, I'm only asking for a handful. Okay, just a handful. I said I could do that. He said, all right. The second part of what we do is what revolutionized my life. The second part of what we did literally changed the game for me. He said, David, right now, what if I told you we go out there and leverage your time? What if we go out there and work smarter versus working harder? See, for me, because let me just share with you what my life looked like. See, my life looked like this. Monday morning, guess where I was going? Work. I definitely wasn't going to school. Does that make sense? Went to work. Ladies, just give you guys an idea. My blood alcohol level in high school was higher than my GPA. Does that make sense? It's hard to do that. If there was a certificate for graduate for that would have been the one I got. Does that make sense? A little bit about Dave Yonamine. So, what if we go out there? Because Monday I was going to work and I was just going home. Tuesday I was doing the same thing, going to work, going home. Wednesday same thing, going to work, going home. Thursday, I was like what I like to say, like I was a hamster that was trapped in a wheel that got his leg stuck on the deal. Does that make sense? Like that's where I was at. I was going nowhere. All I was doing was homework, and I did not like homework. I saw my family do homework. Because weren't we all taught to just go to school, right? Work at the same company for over 40 years. Get some type of a watch. Can't even tell time. That's all. That's what I was told to do. I didn't even do that very well to begin with. But I said, man, that's what all I had been. That's all I had been sharing. I said, David, that's something called linear income. One you working one job, getting one what? Check. I said, well, bro, I could do something real smart and get another job. He said, David, if the milk is spoiled, do you want to grab another glass? He's like, what's that look like? One you working 2 jobs, getting 2 checks? How many folks know people who have multiple jobs? They look usually happier or more stressed out? Are they like, oh my God, we're going on cruises and stuff? No. No. So I said, David, what people don't understand is it's not just about working hard, it's about working what? Smart. He said, what if we could go out there and build a business, build a system that helps you get paid all the time? What's the difference between these people who've got billions of dollars, like Donald Trump or something? Never become a politician. I just can't say it like giggling. Got the giggles in it. Do they have more than? Do they go home at night and go? They have some kind of machine at their house that allows them to have 27 hours a day? Probably not, right? Bill Gates, how about him? No. What they do is they create something called leverage, where they can get paid on multiple people's efforts. Does that make sense? Bill Gates, I heard, gets paid $8 an hour, but he gets paid on 40,000 hours a day. That's a good idea. What if we could make the money the same way? What if we could live a lifestyle similar to that? How does that work? We said, David, first off, before we go forward here, what if we just went out there and introduced the business to a couple people? 2 people. How many people? 2. 2 open-minded people looking to make some extra money. Maybe 2 people who love skincare. Maybe 2 people right now who have a skin affliction that if we help them, they would be a powerful testimony. What about 2 people right now who maybe are freaking out because they can't pay their mortgage? Or maybe 2 people right now who are trying to save up money to get a mortgage? Maybe 2 people who just graduated from college and was not able to get a job in their major, which is over half, which is over 75%, just in case, I didn't go to college, but from what I understand, I got friends that complain on Facebook. Here's the deal. And he said the magic question, he said, David, what if we just knew 2 broke people? And I said, bro, I know too many broke people. And we just talked to them. We're going to help you show them the business. We're going to train them. We're going to help them get started. And we're going to help them become successful. And we're going to help them get a handful of what? Customers. Yeah. And what if we do that with them? To the company, since we wouldn't have found those customers if it wasn't for you. See, they're still going to get their wow bonus. They're still going to get paid just like you. But you're going to get something called a residual override. I was like, ooh, sounds good. Never gotten that at Quiznos. That program was not available. And basically, every time those customers purchase some products, you got paid too. Would that be okay with everybody?
Yes, sir.
Would anyone burn that check?
No.
Cash it or burn it? I said, no one's burning checks in my neighborhood. Does that make sense? And my neighborhood was a parking lot, so I was like, no one was burning that deal. So here's the deal. What if, all right, does that make sense? Of course. I said, all right, bro. What is that? Maybe 10, 15, 20 customers? We're still not, you talked about making big money. He talked about going out there living a lifestyle second to none. He talked about having 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday. I said, I don't know how that works with that many customers. He said, well, listen to me. What if we help them do the same thing? Those 2 people got 2 people. What was that, 4? Let's say they each got 5 or 10 customers. What are we talking about now? 20 to 40 customers? Why not? As he did, you're going to get a percentage of that. What if it went on? What, 2 get 2 get 2? What's that? 8? What if that happens again? 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, goes on and on and on. I was like, don't worry, guys. I've done this before. Don't be impressed with my math. I told you guys. I'm only half Asian, all right? I'm not that good. I can't do 3, all right? Do 2. This guy. He must have come from Quiznos. So I said, bro, wait a second, man. That's one of those like recruiting things. That's one of those like pyramid things. It's one of those chain things, And he's like, David, what do you know about business? I said, not very much. I work at Quiznos. What do you know about distribution? What do you know about world business, international business, world media? We just talked about the relationship marketing industry a little bit. Over $166 billion global industry. How about this? This industry in USA Today, 2008, was ranked one of the fastest growing industries in America. 2008 USA Today. How about Wall Street Journal? Anyone read Wall Street Journal? Talking about our industry. Time Magazine, talking about our industry. Bill Clinton, talking about our industry. How about some people who are involved? How many of you guys know who Warren Buffett is? Yes. I thought he was like the guy who invented the buffet system, I was like, that guy's my hero. I love that guy. David's like, my mentor's like, David, Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, owns 3 different companies that do this type of distribution. How about Sir Richard Branson? That owns all the Virgin Mobile, Virgin Airlines. He has a company called Virgin Cosmetics. You name it, he owns another company, same type of distribution. He's like, David, let me educate you on how the world works. First, the billionaires get involved. Okay? Then the media covers what they're doing, and then we find out about it. That's how trends start. How about the LA Galaxy soccer team? They're sponsored by a company in this industry. How about the Orlando Magic? Fruit of the Loom? Chicago White Sox? You name it. Owned by people who own this, companies in this industry. Listen, if it's okay for them to do it, do you think it's okay for me to do it? They're low me at Quiznos, like, they're out to get me. So I said, obviously, this is legit, beyond a legitimate industry. So let's take a look at how much we can earn. Let's take a look at this. Look at him, check my math, check my math. So let's imagine each agent in this example requires 20 VIP customers with an average purchase volume of 48 months. You're looking at, you'd be earning over $10,000 a month in residual income. That was more than I was making in like a year at Quiznos. That makes sense. I've got the W2 to prove it. It's supposed to be really sad. Super sad. I'm proud of it. So anyway, here's the deal. What a year of my time was worth at some point in time. Crazy. So here's the deal. What if, let's just take a second, all right? Forget about skincare. Forget about the Dead Sea. Forget about, you know, the broke guy from Hawaii, business guy from Hawaii. Forget about this guy for a second. Let's talk about you. What if you're in a position where you can make an extra $10,000 a month on top of what you're doing right now? Don't quit your job, don't quit school, don't quit what you're doing. On top of what you're doing part-time, let's say it took us a year, 2 years, 3 years to accomplish this goal. What would your life look like? Just take a second. What would your family's life look like? What would your future family's life look like? Where would you live? What kind of food would you eat? What kind of goals could you accomplish that you've been just every day you go to sleep at night thinking about what you're not doing? See, that's what got for me. See, all I wanted to do was help out my dad. All I wanted to do, because he worked his entire life, he missed every single football game of mine. He missed every single birthday party, you name it. He missed everything. He didn't get a day off a week. At the end of it, we had nothing for it. How many people do we know that are doing that deserve that? They deserve this for that. I started thinking about all the great things. And they said, David, well, here's the catch. So there's a 4-letter cuss word attached. This takes work. Double it down, hard work. 4-letter cuss word, you guys get it? I got more than that. Don't worry. I said, I'm going to be working hard anyway. You guys ever figure that out? Don't you think we got to work hard anyway? But why not work hard for $10,000 a month residual? And just in case you guys don't know what residual income is, I didn't know either. What's residual in our life? Usually bills. Okay? You know that you'll never pay your cell phone bill off? You know that bad girl will keep on coming in every month? There's bills that come in every month. I mean, you can't stop them. They just keep coming. See, this is the opposite of the deal, though. This is called residual income. Income that you cannot fight off. Income that comes in no matter what every month after month after month. Now, let's say this example is too aggressive. What if, has anyone ever got 10% on a test before? Don't raise your hand. Gotcha,
I wasn't very good in school either.
I think if you just fill your name out correctly on the SAT, you get more than 10%. What if you just had 10% success? $1,000 a month. That do clothes for the kids, maybe? How much faster could you pay off your mortgage? How much faster could you be debt free? These are the things that I thought about. Because for me, I didn't see myself making $10,000 a month. Are you kidding me? I was making $10,000 a year. I was thinking about, man, $1,000 a month. That sounds great. It's like more than I'd be doubling my income. So just imagine, this is obviously the way it works now. If in this example, if you don't get any customers, guess what happens? You don't make any what? Money in this example. If you get 0 customers and no one's paying for any products, no one's getting any money. Does that make sense? So that's what I liked about it too. This is a customer acquisition company. This is a company that we go out there, we get VIP customers. We go out there, we obviously go out there and demo the products and get people fired up. So in this example, you can only earn up to $25,000 a week, okay? Is that okay with everybody? That's the max. We're petitioning it, don't worry, we'll work on it. So John's on it, so. we also have something called leadership check match. And I really like this form of the way we get paid because it rewards something I call the right behavior. What's leadership check match? Leadership check match is like you earn 20% check match up to 4 generations. What does this mean? Who is here for the first time? What is it? Paul. Was it? Paul. Paul. Everybody say what's up, Paul?
What's up, Paul?
Paul feels all good. I'm Dave. Nice to meet you. Like your beard. Thank you. Just like the same thing from you, bro. We could be brothers. I had the same glasses too. It's crazy. I'll show you a picture there. So here's the deal. Paul, we've never made this before, correct? Right. No, we do. Yeah, we have some similar features. Paul, I want to imagine you got me started in this business, okay? You introduced me, and every time I make money, you make money. Are you gonna help me out? Yeah. Let's give Paul a round of applause, please. The reason I like to share that is because in our industry, in our business, you see, if you're new right now, you're a guest, or you're here for the first time like Paul is, I want you to understand, Paul, there's up to 4 generations of people who, the more money you make, the more money we make. Does that make sense? So you're going to get over 4 generations of support. No matter what, you need furniture moved, done deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here to help you. I love moving furniture. Anyway, so here's how it works. Example, you bring someone, they're making $1,000, whether it be a week, a month, a year, you're going to make $200 on that. All right. So in this example, $10,000, 20%, $2,000. And this is unlimited, and you can introduce through this way as many people as you possibly can. Does that make sense? So this is a great way to get paid, and not only that, it's an example where we have somebody who just gets started, they're making 1,000, we make 200. Is it okay that the newest person makes the most money?
Yes.
You guys catch that? You see what I'm saying? We make a little bit for helping, but you make a lot more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
See where I'm going with this? Is all I'm sharing with you? Okay, perfect. I love check match. All right, so rank advancement and driver dream bonuses. This is a no-brainer. All right, so with rank advancement, we got star, superstar, executive, bronze. In these first positions, we've got bonuses like superstar, where you're gonna make up to $200. Obviously, for being superstar eligible, we got executive. You get executive watch, bronze. Right now, we've got a lot of. What's great about Seacret is that when you rank advance, when you get promoted, you get paid. When you get promoted, and who has control of that? You do. That's what I liked about Seacret. Quiznos, do you know that at Quiznos that you didn't have control of your promotion? I mean, the only thing, no one celebrated that, right? And here at Seacret, we celebrate your promotion. We celebrate your victories. We celebrate when you go out there and make it happen. At Quiznos, we used to, keep people's cars. It was a rough Quiznos, all right? It was rough. All right, so here's the deal. With Seacret, obviously we've got rank advancement, drive your dream. Every 4 weeks you can drive your dream. What does that mean? A lot of companies out in our industry want to put people in a Mercedes program. They want to put you in a BMW program. That's great. All right, I got a Mercedes. I love Mercedes. It's a good deal. But what I did discover is that I wasn't looking for more payment. Does that make sense? So in Seacret, what we do is we want you to drive your dream. Maybe your dream's not a car. Maybe your dream's a boat. Maybe your dream's a shopping spree every month. Or like we talked about earlier, maybe your dream is to make sure that you can pay for your kid's college fund. I'm not sure what your dream is, but Seacret wants to help you drive. And that's our driver dream that comes every 4 weeks, 13 times a year. Obviously, we've got also our one-time rank advancement bonuses, which range from $500 all the way up to $1 million. I feel like Dr. Evil every time I said $1 million. One time, it's available. How many people have done it? We have one person that's done it in South Korea. That's a good deal. We still have people in the Milwaukee market. We're waiting for our crown. Royale. In our Hawaii market, we're still waiting for it. So could you imagine? Right now, we've got a lot of ranks to fill, but one-time $1 million bonus, not bad. They didn't have that at the Quiznos program, I promise you. So to get started, real simple. Become a customer, enjoy retail customer, enjoy great products. VIP elite customer, receive over 50% off retail value, earn free products, or you can become a Seacret agent, right? Have the glasses with the glasses on too, right? Become a Seacret agent, gets pretty serious. Position yourself early to profit, right? Share the products and help others share the products. Use your Seacret tools to do everything else. And what that costs is a $49 a one-time fee to get started in the business. Is that a good deal? Yes. Give that a round of applause real fast. Now, that's to get started in Seacret. I said, all right, no brainer, done deal. You actually get a briefcase. You get your badge, your gun, no. No, just kidding. Relax. You'd be surprised how many people call me out. They're like, David, I didn't get my badge, man. What? My gun. I'm like, come on, man. All right, become a secret agent. But let me ask you this: we talked about wow factor products. How many folks that are here for the first time that try some of our salt and other stuff? How's your hands feel? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Nice. Pretty soft still, right? It's kind of with Seacret, we have something called wow factor products. You kind of need those wow factor products to do the demonstration. For example, Therese has a Therese. Here's the M4 mask. That's the brochure. How does that feel? Are your wrinkles going away? You notice how that doesn't work? It's kind of funny, right? It's like, oh, you kind of need the product. You ever go to like a car dealership? There's no cars there. Oh yeah, here's a brochure. Go ahead and order. Bring the car over. No, you want to test drive it, right? Yeah. Yeah, you know, smell the leather, feel your hands around the wheel, rev the engine. See, Seacret's the same way. Our products are wow factor. In order to properly demonstrate the products, you got to have what? Products. If we were at McDonald's, what would you have to have? Burgers, right? Little burgers. Could you imagine? You go to your McDonald's and like, can I get a shake with that? Oh no, we don't have the shake machine yet. What do you mean you don't have the shake machine? Yeah, that's not here yet. No burgers either. We got French fries. Some of you guys would throw like a big like what? I mean, I get pretty upset. So anyway, that was the case, right? So here's the deal. Seacret, it's a good idea to equip yourself, agents, with secret weapons. Makes sense, right? So here's the deal. We've got 3 major packages people focus on. We even have a 4th one called the basic. Normally does that one. We have a premium, special agent, professional pack. Premium package. Believe it or not, this is in most markets it's kind of like our most popular package. The only reason is because it equips people with something called superstar eligibility, where within 28 days you go superstar. You can basically make your return on your investment. Does that make sense? It comes with a good amount of products. It comes with our Blue Line regimen, but it's not my favorite product. Okay, so it has you know a favorite package. It has the M4 has the Recover, but you're missing a big part of the package, and that comes in the special agent, which is the age defying line. Okay, and that one's $14.50. What's great about the special agent package is that not only are you superstar eligible, but you also are qualified for to get, instead of 10%, all right, on your residual, you get 15%. It's a big deal, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That check match we talked about, bam, you get that right away as well. And what I discovered is, when I got started, I'll never forget getting this package. We didn't have this one. That's why I got this one. Yeah. I'll never forget it. I had people come up to me and go, "Wait, Dave, where'd you get started at?" And I'll share how I got started in a second, because if you think I was living in a 87 camera and I just had something like this lying around, you'd be sorely mistaken. So here's the deal. Prior to this industry, I didn't have more than that much at one time in my life. Okay, so here's the deal. That's a no-brainer. You can go superstar. And then there's a professional package, which is apparently the huge rage right now. Everyone's excited about it. Why? Because it comes with all the original products. Plus, you're getting obviously our men's line, which is making a huge splash in the community. Right, gentlemen? Yeah. Some people are excited about it. People aren't making noise, maybe aren't using it, right? Oh yeah, some of the ladies are excited too, right? Close up there. So anyway, here's the deal. So that's a professional set. Obviously makes a lot of sense. Pick whatever package makes more sense to you, but make sure you equip yourself for success. Does that make sense? Yeah. What I discovered was if you didn't have a product demo, it's kind of hard to get people who want to buy that product. Does that make sense? Perfect. So let's go move forward. Obviously, what do you get as well? We have online trainings. We also have field trainings, conference calls, Seacret Academy, international conventions, online training videos. You're a business for yourself, but never buy yourself. What's great about this market is this is a market that has a Seacret Academy. So for those of you who are here, you can plug in. That's a good deal. I remember when I got started, I'm not exactly the person who was doing trainings. Does that make sense? I like being new. So if you're new here, congratulations, okay? It's a no-brainer. So, all right, so before we go forward, we actually, you guys have heard a little bit about me, but we actually have some local leadership who are making it happen. We've got some people out here that are going out there and having success. And what we want to do real quickly, because I know that we're going to take a break in a few minutes so that if you get any questions or whatnot, we can answer it. But can we have all the Royales and higher come to the front of the room, please? Let's give them a round of applause. So what we're going to do is we're going to hear a little bit about these leaders in the local market who are making it happen, having success, and really going out there and doing some big things in the Midwest. So if you guys could, we'll start with Jesse. Just a little bit about your background, what you did prior to Seacret, and where you are today.
Sure. Jesse Garcia, right here from Milwaukee. Prior to Seacret, I had a chance to be a small business owner. I owned a tattoo shop. I wasn't a tattoo artist. I was just an investor. a childhood friend of mine was an artist, so we kind of just partnered on that project. I've been an entrepreneur for years since I was 21. I had a chance to own a few different businesses. I got more excited about Seacret, to be honest with you, just because the market was a lot bigger than what I was offering. Tattoos are something that's just not for everybody. It's something either people love or they hate. Would you agree? And then I was limited by local money with owning the traditional business. The only people that can patronize our business were people within driving distance. So I was at least smart enough to wrap my arms around this opportunity and go to work. And it's been incredible. At the time that I owned my tattoo shop, I also worked a full-time job, so I was busy. So if anyone's really busy at this point in your life, I could definitely relate. I worked a full-time job, had a family, you know, and other commitments, things like that. But I was able to carve out about 10 to 15 hours a week, very consistent. I worked my business. Within 9 months, I was able to walk away from that full-time job. And so what I love most about this business is all money ever really does is kind of just give you more options in life. So if you're at a point where you're really looking for something extra, I definitely encourage you to take a serious look at Seacret. So welcome to the team.
Steve Raymond from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Prior to Seacret, I did some nightclub promotions, basically. And what Seacret means to me is I'm a stay-at-home dad. I get to put my kid on the school bus every morning, pick him up when he gets off the bus. And with the driver dream program, I'm able to contribute a certain amount to my parents' household. So that's just important.
My name is Ignacio Padilla. My background is in security. I was a bouncer, throwing people out of bars and clubs and skincare. Those two just don't go together, right? So, but I'm married, 5 kids, 5 beautiful children, so I know what Jesse talks about, busy, very busy. Work full time. My wife works full time. I do this part time, and actually now with Seacret, actually making more part time than we are full time. So now it's giving us a few more options. But what attracted me to Seacret was actually not only to make an impact on me and my family's life, but to make an impact on other people in their life. Because if you're not making somebody's life better, you're just wasting your time. So what this opportunity means to me is it really means that I have a second chance. Second chance because I made a mess of my life from where I came from, but now I see it. It's in my hands. So I look forward to helping more people, as many as I can. Nice.
I'm Dorothy Riva, and I'm a retired nurse, worked in healthcare for 20 years, and from Seacret, I was able to retire. It's been kind of a little roller coaster ride. It was kind of hard at first, but I love the time frame now that I can go out and really meet new people and really get to work the business. I love it. I love being retired and I just love it.
Nice.
Well, you guys got to hear my story earlier. Sharice Bliss, platinum agent. Since you heard, my background and where I come from, I just want to say thank you guys again for coming and taking a look at this opportunity. And I really, really look forward to, we look forward to locking arms with our new agents.
We met at Seacret, so it's really cool. But my name is Tony Jean Greco. My background is maybe similar to some of your guys's, where as I was the first person from my family to go to a 4-year university, I graduated, double majored, found myself in corporate America, and I was working my butt off, and I was miserable and just in debt. $45,000 in student loan debt, $10,000 in credit card debt, and I was introduced to Seacret, and we talked about being busy. I was working full-time in corporate America. I had a part-time insurance company. I was in a band. I had a 2-bedroom home. I was maintaining by myself. So, yeah, I was really busy, but I knew I was unhappy, and if I wanted to get some different results, I had to do something different. So I carved out about 10 to 15 hours a week, and I just started slapping mud on people. Anyone that would let me slap mud on them, I just, we just started having fun. And within 9 months, I was able to walk away from my job. I shut down my insurance company. I had to quit my band, unfortunately, but it was for the best. And relocated to Milwaukee to help expand on a full-time basis. And all that I can say is, there's so many people right now that are struggling financially, that are miserable doing what they're doing, that are not in an environment that's conducive to growth and development. And we provide so many amazing solutions in this community, in this culture, and this opportunity. And if you see an opportunity for yourself, I just want to welcome you to our family.
I didn't come in in from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And you go down to Hawaii, you can do that. You know, we would have went on the island a few times. Does that make sense? It brings me great pleasure to kind of bring him up as not only a Ruby agent, but he's also a six-figure income earner.
How do I follow all these amazing speakers? Thank you so much, David Yonamine. My name is Chiho. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I see a lot of new faces, and I love it. As this event is really meant for you, and really my background's nothing special. Definitely not in skincare, right? Actually, background's in real estate, and as we all know, about 4 or 5 years ago, that real estate market was really booming, right? No, I wasn't doing too hot. Really quickly, I found myself when that real estate bubble happened, doing 3 times the amount of work, making a quarter of the income. And at that time, I was open. I was looking for something. A great friend of mine actually sat me down and introduced me to Seacret. Now, as a guy, the first response was like, "Bro, skincare? I don't know how to do this, right?" But really, I quickly tried these products, fell in love, but saw the business side and really, really understood the numbers of residual income, right? So a little bit fearful, a little bit doubtful, wasn't sure how this was going to work, but I had belief in the person that introduced me. And fast forward, 4 years later today, amazing things have happened. Not only has this company more than supplemented the loss of income from real estate, but more importantly, it's helped open up my eyes at how fun business could be. I get a chance to work with friends and family, and really the best part about it is really to serve and help so many people. And so I love Seacret, so thank you.
Some good-looking leadership we got up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from all kinds of different stories, all kinds of success stories of people making it happen. Would you folks agree, looking at that that leadership group right there, that's not like we're all in the skincare industry prior to this? You folks agree? It's almost like the opposite, right? Like nobody was in skincare. How does that? That's just proof about how phenomenal these products are. Basically, what kind of experience did you prior to? But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wrap up real quick. We're gonna take a quick break in a second. But if you're in the room right now and you're a guest, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna share with you. You're one of usually 3 people that take a look at our business, right? You got this guy? Oh, perfect. Got some of these other guys up here. Nice. What is your dream? Where do you see yourself? Perfect. All right. So we've got 3 types of people that take a look at Seacret. We have C's, B's, and A's. And I remember the first time I was sitting in the room. I remember taking a look at this for the first time, and my mentor was like, "David, you could be a C." And what is a C? C's the way he just demonstrated it for me is he kind of like showed me a face. He kind of was like C's are kind of like this, like. I was like, "Bro, that's like an Asian guy. That's like me, bro." No, and C just means customer. C means that maybe you're in here right now and you just were thinking about maybe you missed Saturday morning cartoons, or you missed a sporting event of some sort. I don't know, but if you weren't thinking about all the people you could talk, you weren't thinking about people who might go crazy for this, you weren't thinking about faces that would love some of the Seacret products, you weren't thinking about that, then don't get started. It's not for you. And it's crazy because people go, "David, you're the guy that's trying to tell me to do this thing the whole time," and all of a sudden you're saying, "Don't do it." Yeah. Because Seacret, we're not looking for people to get started. We're looking to help people become successful. I believe truly to my core that someone convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. We're not going to be like, we're not going to be like, "Paul, do it right now, man." Like, that's not what we're doing here. The last thing we want to do is make Paul uncomfortable. And what's he going to say about our business in the marketplace? We'll go see those Seacret guys, and we don't want to key in our cars. Does that make sense? Right? That's not cool. And whoever invited Paul down, we don't want them to feel uncomfortable, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Those Seacret guys are a bunch of jerks." We don't want to do that. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to build a community. Not to have a community hate us. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you're a C, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out and supporting the friend that invited you out here, because that's really what it's all about. Now then there's could be B's, right? Take a look at B's. B's are like, "Oh, I got questions." And see, for me, I had a lot of questions because I didn't have a lot of money. Does that make sense? So I was like, blah, blah, blah. When they went over, it's not cool, right? I mean, it's a camera. When they went over the money part, I was like, like Scooby-Doo. I was like, "Arr!" Like I was. What? So for me, I didn't have the money. And I remember my brother was like, you don't have the money. He's like, bro, how long have you been working at Quiznos? I'm like, 4 years. And he's like, you've been working at Quiznos for 4 years. And you're telling me you haven't saved enough money to get started in a business that could retire your dad, that could help your family, that could you know, and he started going off, and I was like, man, I'm like, dude, I don't. And I started thinking about it. I started thinking about all the things I've been doing up to then. He said something. He said, David, if not, he asked me 3 questions after this. He said, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? If not this, then what? And I didn't have an answer. I felt like I was, you know, striking out. You know, I had no good answers. He had good questions. I had no good answers. So I started thinking about how bad I needed it, how bad I wanted it. And what's crazy is he said, you know, I was young. All right, I was young. I was 18 years old. I remember he booked the keys to his car, and he's like, David, he's like, what if I would give you, if you could come up with the biggest package possible, I'll give you the keys to my car. And I mean, he drove like a spaceship. I was like, I don't even know what this is. With an 87 Camry, I didn't know what a lot of cars felt like, it looked like, right? He's like, David, I'll give you this. Well, how fast could you find the money? And right, I'm 18 years old. I'm like, bro, I rob a bank, bro. Imagine flip-flops, right? So here's the deal. He's like, it's funny you can find the money for the car, but you can't find the money for the business that got me the car. He's like, I pushed that car off a cliff before giving away my business. And I was like, man. And he walked out. He was really dramatic. So you guys know this guy. He walked out on me. And I actually ended up taking the bus home. Does that make sense? So he goes, man, you must have been mad. Yeah, I was mad. I was mad at myself. I was mad at the decisions I made up to then. I was so sick of living like that, like a second-class citizen. I was sick and tired of it. So I found it. I put it together. Borrowed from what I had to do. Most people was really lucky. Most people just throw it on their credit card and let the bank finance their business. For me, I had to find it. I did whatever it took to find it. Why? Because I had enough. I had enough. And I remember showing up to his hotel room, knocking on the door. It was like a rainy night, right? Looked like a crazy person. Like storming, like, like a trash bag full of 1s and 5s and stuff. He like probably thought I was gonna kill him, right? I'm like, I'm here. No, but no, seriously, I remember making that decision that day, finding it that day. Why? Because how many times we find the money for silly things, right? Come on now. We've all done it. We've all got stuff in our house and we're just like, oh man, why did we do this? But I did find the money for the business that changed my life. Because I was not a B, I was an A. A means action. A means application. A means secret agent. If you're an A, I just want to welcome you to the team, welcome you to the family, welcome you to the community. I'll let you know that it's the best decision I ever made. And we're going to lock arms with you. We're going to help you. We're going to take care of you. And we're going to help you get to the next level. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick, what we do, like a 5-minute break?
7.
We'll give them 7. We're going to take a 7-minute break. So all you got to do is get with the person who invited you down. Let them know whether you're a C, a B, obviously more of an A. And we have a killer tray that we've come here to deliver for you. So stick around, come to the tray, and we'll see you guys in 7 minutes. Woo!
Awesome. I love that about you. Love it.
There's actually 4 sets. The reason why we don't put the basic up there is because
Great to meet you.
It's phenomenal. This is like a very Hawaii kind of weather.
Yeah, I always like
Go over there. It's a pretty good table, bro. Huh?
I'm not sure about reading.
After you, my friend? That's a lady girl.
Congratulations on all your success too.
We'll get competition on Tony up for sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What if this relationship is so strong and unbreakable that there is no way you're gonna lose? What
We are not skincare. We are not network marketing. We are simple. With the community that we have, we could have won, and we could have been so big.
And we're so thankful that we're able to pay it forward to you guys and just help you.
this is a great company to be a part of.
You're in the right place at the right time and incredible business.
We bind together, we stay together, and we build something. We build heavy.
The truth is, we got some of the most amazing leaders on the planet.
We see where we're going, but we're ready to do what it takes to get there.
Our goal is about rising up the people people together in prosperity.
Outside of the comfort zone.
When I look at the kind of money that's being created here and the generosity of this company, I mean, it's crazy.
Money will always come and go, but the good things you do will stay with you forever.
You have the most secret clarity behind it.
You wake up every day knowing that no one does it alone.
And I pray for the opportunity. I pray for this.
We've never for this, for never to go.
And a lot of us have walls in our life. I got a lot of walls in my life that was holding me back.
Now we've got to decide, hey, look, you know what, our past is moving forward. And whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. The pull of the future has to be greater on you than the weight of your past.
Don't just sit there and watch the people around you.
You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I giving it all I have? You are in charge of that life that you living.
It's you that's going to determine your success. And if you don't take this down, I feel sorry for you.
To go out there and take the time that you have to be.
Look at the cash money.
We're going to take this company, guys. We're going to take everybody in this room to be a legacy company.
This is going to be a legacy company, and I want to be a part of it. You can find the best compensation plans, you can find the best products, and it's the leadership of this company that is so incredible.
Just so you know, we're going to utilize every talent that you have.
That gave me the awareness, but I know it because I went out there and I did it, because I was inspired in my heart.
You have to believe in yourself.
You equip and empower and help other people, you will have the lifestyle you want. Let me tell you something, when you want to be successful, you want to build for people.
You're ready.
This is for everyone here. We are not moving makeup. This is not about cosmetics. This is about the health of the skin.
You guys realize how work hard. They don't go look up. They go, wow.
Don't you guys agree? That's the type of leader we're looking for in this organization.
We need you up here. We need you up here.
You guys are a lot of fun.
That's what I'm talking about. We're united. you think of leadership, you think of direction, you think of vision. I've never learned anything when I was given directions, but I've learned everything when I ask a question. The greatest doors of opportunity that you're ever going to have are locked. What is your dream? What is your dream right now? I mean, what is it that you would love to have in your life? And I'm excited because this is going to really be life-changing.
All right, guys, let's kick off the second half. Once again, my name is Jesse Garcia. I'm up here with the young Serena. All right, one of the youngest secret agents that's building the business. Let's give her a round of applause. 15-year-old entrepreneur being groomed for success. Isn't that powerful, guys? Right? I once heard that, you know, age really doesn't matter, you know. If you really want something, they even say retirement is even about ages. You know, you can retire at any given age if you really have the money to go ahead and retire. Does that make sense? So, guys, we're going to go ahead and go through some announcements. The first one we want to kind of promote is Ignite. How many people are registered for the Ignite conference? Go ahead and raise your hand. Listen, guys, I remember hearing a long time ago that people make big decisions at big events. And I'm not sure where you're at in your life right now or where you're at in your business, but if you really want to take your business to the next level, I definitely recommend you making it out, sacrifice, get out to this event. I can't promise you that everybody there is making over $10,000 a month, but anybody who is will be at that event. And they'll more than likely be training on stage, and they'll more than likely have the answers that you're looking for, guys. One of the gentlemen that you just seen at the end of the thing, at the end of the video, was a gentleman named John C. Maxwell. Now, does some people have, like, do you guys follow like some Fortune 500 companies, or maybe there's a CEO that you respect, or maybe you've read some autobiographies about some. Well, the gentleman that's coming to speak as a keynote speaker of our conference, he's the personal consultant for Fortune 500 CEOs. And a lot of you guys are sitting in this room right now, and you don't even realize that you're entrepreneurs, you're business owners right now. And if Fortune 500 companies are seeking his expertise to take them to the next level, doesn't it make sense for you to go out there and get the information too? That's the 1% information that's going to separate you from the average person, guys. So definitely go and get in front of the information and make sure you get registered for conference. It's going to be in the beautiful Phoenix. If you guys haven't been to Phoenix, I just got back from there like 3 days ago. It was pretty hot. It was like 113 degrees a couple days ago. So it was hot, but it should be really good weather by the time we get there. All right, you don't got to be smart to do this. All right, guys, so check this out. Let me rewind a little bit. All right. We have our, you know, obviously David Yonamine is going to do an incredible training, but and then we're going to run some exclusive promotions at the end of the event today, so you definitely want to make sure you stick around. Where we're going to raffle off some Ignite conference tickets for those that go ahead and get registered for next month's regional right here in Milwaukee. But we have none other than Red Diamond agents, 7-figure income earners, Mr. Josh and Cindy Denny. This couple, they're flying all around the country. As a matter of fact, they've been in Japan for almost about a month. You know, before that, they were like in Thailand, and they're traveling all around the world, literally building, you know, their secret business and helping lay the groundwork for our company's expansion. These are some people that I really, they just mean a lot to me because I've seen them. You know, I know their character, I know their heart. You know, they really care about people. And the #1 income earner in Seacret, this is actually his sponsor right here. So you got to hear his story. They got a powerful story. If it's online, that's on YouTube. Just type in Joshua Denny or Josh Denny. I'm telling you, his story will just literally make you cry. The struggle that he came out of, guys. So definitely look him up. So the date of that event is the last Saturday in August. Go ahead and write that down. Last Saturday in August. Josh and Cindy Denny will be here in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin marketplace. So you're definitely gonna want to make sure you come out. Him and his wife, literally, you know, from a few years ago before Seacret, bankrupt, almost $1 million in the hole, guys. House foreclosed, lost their vehicles. You know, literally, life took a turn for the worst. To 4 years later, earning over $120,000 per month residual in Seacret. I don't know where that's possible for the average person whose background is a janitor. But here in Seacret, you know, average people can win if you're willing to go to work, guys. So definitely make sure that you're here for that next event. So, guys, we want to go ahead and recognize some activity, guys. And Serena, go ahead and kick it off.
All right. So, who in the last week has had a spa party?
Anybody has had a spa party last week? Go ahead and stand up. Has anybody had some like one-on-one sit-downs where you got in front of somebody with the products of the plant? Go ahead and stand up. Nice. Guys, that's the type of money-making activity. All we ever do in this business is show people the products and show them the plant. All right? So guys, you know, our company has a promotion right now. It's really cool where you can earn a company watch or where you can earn that exclusive Apple Watch. How many people like Apple in the room? We got some Apple fans in the room? Are you gonna, just for doing what you would have did anyways, right? By going ahead and staffing your organization and growing your business, you can qualify and win an Apple Watch. So the first promotion that they have going on is Mission Sponsor. Has anybody have their first agent since this contest? First agent?
What about 2 agents?
2 agents? Oh!
Nice.
All right, 3 agents?
4 agents?
4 agents?
Look at that.
5 agents?
6 agents?
6 agents?
7 agents?
7 agents? Guys, keep tearing up. Listen, that's all we ever do in this business. We got some incredible promotions. Make sure you take advantage of them, guys. And I want to go ahead and I want to introduce the first trainer of this evening. You know, one of my brothers right here. Love him. We opened up this market together. We've been working together ever since. Platinum agent, Mr. Tony G. Greco.
All right. How's everyone doing? Exciting. Does everyone have their awesome worksheets? Yes, good. All right. Before I get started, I just want to thank Jesse and Serena for doing a great job of promoting our next events. And how about a round of applause for David Yonamine? God, he is like the perfect blend of entertaining, educational, and just straight up fun and goofy. Yeah. Did you want me to do that? You know what? Why don't you come up here and do it real quick, guys?
Real quick.
Yes.
We ran a promotion, ladies and gentlemen. We had a last-second urgent push for the market, and we you know what I love about promotions is it's basically we throw out a challenge, and there are some people who see that challenge and go, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen. I don't care if I had plans. I'm gonna make it happen. And there's some people who look at challenges and you gotta look at them as opportunities to grow. And so we threw out a challenge for this marketplace for the Midwest. And I don't know if you guys have seen these hair products.
Yes.
I don't know if you've gotten to smell these hair products, but they're pretty amazing. Okay. And they're not out till Ignite. So these are like pretty precious. Like it's kind of like the precious from the Lord of the Rings. Does that make sense? These things are like, people are like, precious. So we actually threw a contest out. We have for some people to rise up, and they accepted the challenge. So I'm gonna have Professor Gian Greco go ahead.
All right. Oh,
I know you're excited.
Oh my God.
I know you're excited to bring
all
up
of them are in my team.
Perfect.
Just saying. Excited. Makes me proud. Can we have one Paige Bliss please come to the front of the room?
Take your more than hair serum or my hair mask. Choose the serum.
All right, she took the serum.
Woo! Should we do a picture? You gotta do a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real quick.
You know, makes sense. Let's do a quick pic. Nice. Keep. All right, perfect.
And we have Casey Jones.
Yeah, you don't like much? You didn't get to choose a pair of them. I wanted it. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Now you're feeling more luxurious.
All right. So did they get to choose?
They get the first. It's in order.
It's in order. Okay.
Yeah, it's in order.
All right.
Who got first?
Where's Bianca at? Come on, girl. Bianca. Serum or mask? Serum.
Smart choice. Something for
Hey.
the daily. Makes sense. Come on up here, Bianca.
Right.
All right. Perfect.
And none other than Melissa Nowak.
Damien.
Thank you.
Awesome. Bring it in. Do it. All right, let's give our winners a round of applause. Don't worry, there will be more promotions. Also, real quick, we have something called our Ignite, Operation Ignite 90, fresh off the press.
Oh man, more stuff.
Okay. Anybody, if it's okay with the leadership in the market, anybody who fills out this worksheet to completion gets a free CD. Is that okay with everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Make sure we'll be checking them.
Oh yeah, to get one, you've got to have a completed worksheet. So if you don't have one, just so you guys know,
checking all the answers.
Handmade. Okay, does that make sense? So 3 in the morning, we were making these things. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna part with them willingly. Does that make sense? You have to wrestle me if you don't fill out the worksheet. So, Mr. Greco, back to you, sir.
Thank you. Guys, and I just, you know, one of the reasons why I love David. Who comes to a marketplace where really he doesn't even have a lot of financial ties here. We're not part of his quote unquote, you know, open line organization where we're not contributing to his personal income. But that's how passionate he is about helping other people have success. That he not only comes to our marketplace, he comes bearing gifts. He opened up his suitcase and just serums and masks. It was just like the holy grail. It lit up. I got excited. A single tear fell from my eye. And then he spends how many hours? He said 8 hours with the CDs. At least 8 hours hand labeling. His fingers were bleeding. I'm sure I actually did on the computer. But anyway, it's still very time consuming. To make sure he's providing us with the best experience and resources that he can. So one more round of applause for this man. And there's one more person I just want to say hello to. Some of you have already seen her. Fresh back from 9 months. Nine months living in Spain. She had to travel abroad, get out of the U.S. for a while, but was still one of our top producing agents while living in Spain. Was our #1 producer in the entire state of Wisconsin on Black Friday for VIPs while living in Spain. Everyone, welcome back, Rachel. Watch out, she's back now. I thought she was dangerous when she was in Spain. So I have the privilege, guys, of jumping into some training with you today before we bring back David, and he's going to really take it home from here. But a lot of this information is near and dear to my heart, as well as the other leaders in this room, or even just some of the veteran agents who have had some time to focus on personal growth and development. This information, guys, will take your business to the next level. Hands down, matter of fact, take it to the bank, Pepsi challenge, however you want to say it. So please pay close attention to the concepts and philosophies we're going to go over. Make sure that you're taking copious notes, and a lot of it's already provided for you in this worksheet. You just got to fill in the blanks, okay? And I want you to really, just everyone do me a favor, okay? Everyone take a deep breath, relax, exhale, scoot up, lean forward, okay? Scoot up and lean forward. There we go. There we go. You want to be close to the information so you're open to receive it. Right? If you're sitting back and you're closed off like this, you're just not even physically prepared to receive the information. If you're up and you're leaning forward, you're ready. Okay? If you're ready, say I'm ready. Ready. Thank you. So the 9 empowering enhancements to take your life to the next level. #1, enhancements versus change. This is very important because you hear people say all the time, I need to change my life. Man, I really need to change what I'm doing. I really need to change this, change that, change everything. Change makes us feel like we need to completely alter our direction, whereas enhancement translates into the fact that we simply require consistent refinement. A rocket ship on the way to the moon doesn't change course, but it has to modify course constantly. It's off course 99% of the time. It's not changing its direction, it's just constantly modifying, and that's what we really need to be doing in our lives. Not necessarily saying, well, I need to change everything. No, you need to make some simple modifications. You need to make some consistent refinements to what you're currently doing so that it doesn't seem like this overwhelming, dramatic, unachievable change, but simple, small, daily, consistent refinements can make a massive impact in your life, okay? Also, enhancement versus change, you have got what it takes. It is going to take what you got. We believe we can complete mission 5 before pay period deadlines. So this is really important, guys, because a lot of people want results, right? We all want results. We want to have more agents in our organization, right? We want to have more income. We want to have more money in the bank. We want more momentum. But here's the thing, it doesn't start with results, it all starts with belief. Because you have to start with belief, because once you believe that it can be accomplished, once you truly believe that, yes, I can do this thing, it creates energy and excitement, right? That's why these events are so important too, because these events create belief, which turns into energy. That energy then we're going to show you also in a little bit how to immediately turn that energy into action.
Right.
Because if you have a tremendous amount of excitement and energy, but you do nothing with it, it's wasted. You have to take that immediately and put it into action. That action creates the results. You can't just go from, I believe it's going to happen, to the results. A lot of people, they're big on personal development, personal growth, and listen to audios. They have all this belief, but they have no excitement or energy, and they don't do any action. They wonder why they don't have the results. Just like there's people out there doing tons, they're so excited. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. You know, they're talking to everyone about Seacret. They're doing all this activity and all this excitement, right? But they're not working on themselves. So they don't have that level of belief that they can even really do it or make it happen. So, you know, once you have all of these combined and they're all working, it's an incredible result that turns into more belief, that turns into more energy, more action, which turns into better results, which increases your belief. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you see people like Chi-Ho who have had so much success and are continuously increasing their income and ranks, because when Chi-Ho first hit bronze, that built his belief. And he got more excited and went out and did more activity, which then got him to silver. Once he got to silver, he's like, holy crap, I can take this even farther. I can go to gold, I can go to platinum, I can go to ruby, I can make 6 figures. And that all ties into that system right there, okay? Number 2, guys. Number 2 of the 9 empowering enhancements to take your life. I know we didn't put him on the flyer, guys, but I want to thank Jim Rohn for shopping out today. I want to thank him for coming. We left him off the flyer. We just didn't want to steal any David's thunder, but he's here. He's here. And he's staring at you right in the face. I'm not going to do my Jim Rohn voice maybe once. So, Jim Rohn says, so do what you can. That's what's called labor. Doing what you can is labor. But also do the best. There's a difference between doing what you can and doing the best that you can. Would you agree? Yes. We all, sometimes we do. Think about your job, right? We're doing the job, but are you really doing the best job that you can do? Probably not. Most people don't, because you're not getting paid on performance, and there's no culture that celebrates victory and success there. So it's just like, oh, you do just enough, right? So what we can do is our labor, but also doing the best we can, you know, takes our ability to improve our skills. And you will find that the labor combined with skills will start producing miracles. Miracles. Miracles with your money, miracles with your family, and miracles in every part of your life. Modify your dreams or magnify your skill. What you become in the process of what you want is the most valuable part of achievement, okay? Completing mission 5 for what it will make you in the process to achieve it is the most important thing. This is key. What you become in the process of what you want is the most valuable part of achievement, because here's the thing. Can money come and go?
Yes.
Can a rank come and go?
Yes.
Can a house come and go? Can a car come and go? But can the skills come and go?
No.
Once you learn them, they're there. Can the experience come and go? No. Once you've gathered this experience, the person you become can never be taken away from you, even if you lose the money, even if you lose the position, even if you lose the house, you lose the car. Because guess what? A lot of multimillionaires, a lot of billionaires have made tons of money, and guess what? They've lost even more. One time, Donald Trump said that when he saw a bum on the street, he realized a bum on the street was in a better position than he was, because at least the bum was at even. He was about like $3 billion in the hole. But guess what? How does someone go from that to making another $1 billion, getting out of the hole, climbing up, having more success? Because the person they become in the process can't be taken away from them. And that's the most important thing I want everyone to focus on, especially for, where my new agents at? Where my new agents? Guys, focus on the process and the experience more than the results. Okay? And people are like, oh man, I'm freaking out because I need to make this money this month. Guys, you know, Jesse Garcia, I love what he does with a lot of his new agents. He says, listen, I don't even want you to worry about a paycheck for your first month. I just want you to get as much experience and get into the process so you can become worthy of the checks that are destined for you in the future. And it works phenomenally, right? Okay, number 3, to have more, you must become more. We just kind of talked about that a little bit, because that's what's the most important part of this whole process. To have more, you must become more. If you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build end up building us. It all starts with this word here, be. Be. Before you can do or have, you must be. Be simply means your mindset and awareness has to be on point. Your mindset and awareness. You must be aware of what's happening right now in this moment in time. Okay? You have to be, have you ever heard people say, be in the moment? Right? You need to be in the moment. When you talk to very successful people and you ask them, they're always in the moment. Tim Hurd, one of the most incredible mentors, not only in Seacret, but in all of relationship marketing. When he was last time he was in Milwaukee, Sharice and I were having a conversation with him. He was talking about, you know, because he flies all over the place. He said, man, it must be hard when you're, you know, spending time away from your family. And he said, well, for number one, I don't spend that much time away from my family. He will fly into a marketplace and sometimes fly back within 24 hours so he can be there to coach his kid's football game.
Yeah.
Right? Because he has that time freedom and that financial freedom. But he said, more importantly, it's not that big of a deal because if I'm gone, when I come back, I'm in the moment. When I'm doing my business, I'm doing my business. When I'm with my family. And that's what we encourage all of you to do is be in the moment in whatever you're doing, because once you have that mindset and awareness, you're going to do better at whatever you are doing. For those of you that are still working a traditional job, when you're at that job, be in the moment. Be the best damn employee you can, right? Because you're going to attract more people that want to know why, man, why are you on point all the time? And guess what? When you relate it back to your business, now they're interested in checking out your business because of your performance at your job. As opposed to being that crappy employee who's always, you know, is just like always talking crap about what they're doing and always talking about your business. You know, that's not attractive. But when you're a great employee, right, and you're crushing it because you're in the moment, you're doing better, you're going to have better results and outcomes in every aspect of your life. This is all universal, guys. This is not just Seacret. This is in everything that you do. When you're with your kids, be in the moment. When you're with your significant other, be in the moment. When you're on your job, be in the moment. When you're doing your business, be in the moment. Because that will improve your actions and behaviors, and your outcome and results will be more than you ever imagined. To have, you must become more. If you get the inside right, the outside will fall into place. Complete mission 5 to start, unleash the floodgates to a better future. Okay, guys, this is how I felt this morning when I got up. This is how David Yonamine sleeps. He sleeps in those pajamas and chained to his bed because he gets so fired up in his dreams that he has to restrain himself. And then when he wakes up, he just explodes out and starts his day. That's the kind of beast you need to be. But guess what? It doesn't start outside. It starts on the inside. It starts with what you're feeding your mind. It starts with your audios, your books, your associations. It's key. It goes into these types of events. Guys, I guarantee you that Jesse Garcia did not become a top-producing platinum agent overnight. It was years and years of sitting in rooms like these and listening to trainings and getting mentored with people like David Yonamine and Tim Hurd and John Malotz and Chi Hose before he found the right opportunity to take that knowledge, to take that experience, to take the person who he had already become and attach it to a vehicle that actually provided him with the results. But people sometimes, they get involved in this industry, they get involved in this profession, and they want it to happen overnight. But they're not worthy yet of the paycheck they so desire because they haven't become the person that deserves it yet. You have to start on the inside. All right, time is an illusion. This is, man, how many of you have read some Eckhart Tolle? Power of Now is like a great book called A New Earth. Incredible. Guys, time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. All negativity is caused by an accumulation of psychological time that we create, and denial of the present. Unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough present. Think about this. When most people worry and stress and create anxiety and negative emotions, is it because of what's happening right now in this moment in time? Or is it usually because of things that have already happened? Right, you're thinking about something that occurred that upset you. That moment is gone, but you're dwelling on the past, right? For most of the time. Or we're stressing about what? The future. We're worrying about what could happen, what might happen, what could is a possibility. So most of our lives, we're stressed out, anxiety-ridden, depressed, and just having a hard time about things that have already happened. You can't go back in time and change it, can you? Right, so what's the point of worrying about what's already happened? Learn from it, move on. But most of us dwell on the past, or we're constantly stressed out about the future. Things that aren't even real yet. We imagine 99% of our stress and anxiety. We create it in our own minds because the things that have already happened are things that don't even exist. Eckhart Tolle, the book, man, The Power of Now, read it. It's not an easy read, I'll tell you that right now. It takes a little bit to get into it, but once you start seeing where this guy is going, he is just, he's brilliant. It's brilliant because his whole philosophy is be in the moment, be in the now, because the now is the only thing that really exists. The future hasn't happened, the past is already gone. Right now, this moment in time is the only thing that actually exists in reality. And you have control over right now. You don't have control over the past. You don't have control of the future, but you have control over right now, right? Guilt, regret, resentment, grievances, sadness, bitterness, and all forms of non-forgiveness are caused by too much past and not enough presence. Be in the moment, the now. He calls it the power of now, right? Let go of the past and stop trying to live in the future and focus on mission 5 right now. Don't worry about the person who said no last week. Don't worry about the person who told you this thing sounds stupid last week. Don't worry about the person who said they were going to sit down with you and then they completely bailed. They're one of your best friends. You never thought they would do that to you. Don't. You need to stop. I'm saying, right? Happens to everyone. Happens to me still to this day. I'm like, really? Right. I mean, like, I walked away from my job and you still think it's weird. G.O., $100,000 a year. David Yonamine, 6-figure income earner. He crushed 6 figures in the first, like, 16 months or something. It was sick. And he still has people being like, dude, it sounds like one of those things. Really, bro? You see my lifestyle. Yeah, but that's only you and, like, the other, like, 3,000 million people that have success in network marketing. Let go of the past, guys. Show the company how much we appreciate this promotion and qualify right now. Stop anticipating and projecting all of this rejection that you might experience because it is not real. You're creating these scenarios in your head of what you think people are going to say to you when you approach them. You talk yourself out of your activity, right? Well, I would reach out to that person, but man, they're probably going to think this or that. How many of us do that, right? Or man, I would reach out to them, but they're already doing pretty good, man. They're probably not going to be interested, right? You're projecting that. You're creating that. That's not real. That's all in your head, man. You got to tweak that. Number 5, there is only now. Nothing has happened in the past. It happened in the now. Nothing will ever happen in the future. It will happen in the now. Think about that. That's kind of like this dude was dropping some answers. Blow your mind. Okay? Think about it. Nothing has ever happened in the past because the past doesn't exist, right? It happened in the now, in that moment in time. So everything always happens in the now. Okay? Nothing is happening in the future because things can only happen when? Now. So right now. Right now more than ever. Sample pass, sorry. Sample pass, sorry. Went to a place. So again, focus in the moment when everything is happening and stop worrying about the future and worry about the past because according to Eckhart Tolle, Mr. Right Now, as I like to call him, that's my nickname, I gave him that, right? We were hanging out one time. That's a true story. Not really, didn't happen. But it would be cool if it did. So stick with me here. Number 5, there's only now. Repetition of question keep us focused on the now. So what type of questions do you ask yourself? What kind of questions do you ask yourself every single? Oh my gosh, what did David say earlier? He said the 3 questions that Tim asked him. And by the way, this is a key. No matter where you are in business, keep taking notes. Yes. Right? If not you, then who? If not now, then when? If not this, then what? How many times are you asking yourself that every single day? How many times are you asking yourself, what am I doing right now to accomplish my goals? How many times are you asking yourself, what am I doing right now to achieve my dream? How many times are you asking yourself, right now, what am I doing? Not what am I going to do tomorrow, not what I've already done, but what am I doing right now, this moment in time? Right. Number 6, once you know the why, the how falls into place. Jim Rohn, he came back, gave him a little breather, okay, but now he's back. Now Jim Rohn is back and he's got something to say. He says, for every promise there is a price to pay. If the promise is clear, the price is easy. Guys, nothing is free except for a wild party demonstration. That is free. That is free. Right? Other than that, nothing's free. Everything takes an investment of time, energy, or resources. Correct? Everything. Your job, your business, your social life, right? Everything has an investment or energy exerted. For every promise, there's a price to pay. If you want something big, you have to become big. If you want something significant, you have to become significant. If the promise that you're making to yourself and to your friends and family for success, you have to pay a price. It's not going to be handed to you. You can't sit on the couch and just wait for it to just drop in your lap. If you don't want a lot, you don't have to give a lot. If you don't want a lot, you don't have to give a lot. But guess what? If you want something big, if you want to be like David Yonamine, if you want to be like Sheila, you want to be like Jesse Garcia, you got to give. Man, you got to pay the price. But it's a temporary pain for a long-term pleasure. Right?
Right.
Once you know the why, the how falls into place, guys, the question is not, am I qualifying for mission 5 or mission 20 better? The question is, how fast so my team can duplicate? The question shouldn't be, am I going to accomplish this? The question is, how fast and what am I doing right now to get this done so I can lead by example and so my team can duplicate? So by Ignite, I'm proud of myself. Yay, I brought on 5 new agents. It's my organization each brought on 5, and we brought 50 to 100 people to the next international convention. That's a different statement. It's not, am I going to do this? It's, how quickly can I get it out of the way so I can lead by example and say, now you guys can do it too. I've done it. Let me show you how. And it's so important, guys. It's so important. All right, number 7. Once we know the why and the how, focus on the what and the when. So once you know the why you're doing it, and you know how you're going to do it, then we focus on what and the when, okay? So everyone starts with a dream, correct? Everyone starts with a dream, a vision of what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, why you're actually doing this business. But how do you turn that dream into a goal? You have to set a deadline. You have to set a deadline, okay? If you a dream or goal without a deadline is just wishful thinking. Just marinating in the subconscious mind, out there in the ether, just floating around. Maybe one day you'll get a butterfly net, catch it, bring it back down. Until then, it's just not real. In order to take a goal to reality, you have to have a plan. You can have this great dream and set a deadline. So now you have your goal, and now you really want to get the reality of it. But if you don't have a plan to execute that goal, what's the point? What's the point? You might as well just not set it at all. You have to have a plan, an action plan to turn that into reality. Dreams don't work unless you do. Jim Rohn. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that one. Need a little bit of help. Dreams don't work unless you do. Once we know the why and the how, focus on the what and the when. Sit along. That's right, I said it. Sit along. Sit along. Right? Safety in numbers and law of averages. Guys, 5 agents times 20% exposure to agent ratio means 25 exposures total. So you need to go through 25 exposures to find your 5 new agents. And guys, exposures, I'm sorry to break this to you, actually, maybe this should say demonstrations.
Right.
Because I have people on my team, they're like, I send like 167 online videos every day now. Why am I not making $1 million yet? I saw your numbers, because I'm all about averages and ratios and stuff. And I give them ratios, and they're like, I did that, I did that. I did it in 24 hours. I just sent 1 email blast. Why am I not rich yet? Guys, 25 proper demonstrations and presentations to get 5 agents, okay? 20% conversion rate. Now, here's what's fascinating. There's some people that will do that in 3 days. You know why? Because they're sitting down with between 8 and 9 people every day. Because they know I got to do it right now. I need to get this out of the way so I can duplicate it so I never have to do 8 to 9 exposures a day ever again the rest of my life. So knock it out quick. There's other people that say, well, you know what? I'm part-time. I can only do 5 a day. right? I can do 5 a day. There's some people it takes, 10 days. They do 2.2. So here's the thing. No matter what, the ratios are always there. The conversion rates are always there. It's just how quickly do you want to get to the end result? Do you want to do it fast or slow? Honestly, you guys want to do it fast or slow? Fast. Thank you. 5 of you that want to do it fast. The rest of you want to do it slow. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But just don't have unrealistic expectations for your business if you want to do it slow. Because I know some people that they haven't done 25 demonstrations in 12 months. And they're wondering why they are where they are in their business. And it's pretty simple. I can tell you. It's because you haven't done the work. And this takes work, right? Yes. Raise your results. Raise yourself. Man, it's good stuff. I can't believe you let me do this. I can't believe you even let me do this, man. This is like a privilege for me to train on this stuff. This is so awesome. The 4 cornerstones of a healthy character. And here's the thing. What's the point of being successful if you have no character? You met someone in business, but you know they have no character whatsoever. Misleading. Maybe their family life, their personal life, and their financial stuff's all in disarray, but they make a lot of money. Is that impressive to anybody?
No.
No. Especially when you meet them and they're complete. I can't say what I want to say. They're complete, jerk. You're like, I don't respect you in any way, shape, or form. Guys, 4 cornerstones of character: courtesy, compassion, courage, and commitment. Commitment's the most important. Don't worry about these other guys, these little guys, 1, 2, 3. Those guys, they're going to come back later. They're probably maybe you know what? These little guys here, 1, 2, 3, they're going to be at the meeting after the meeting. So that's where you're going to see them, and that's where you're going to learn more about them. They're going to be there. Courtesy, compassion, courage is fine around for the whole group. Okay? We're going to focus on the most important, which is the commitment. Okay? DWYSYWD. We love that. Huh? Do what you say you would do.
Pronounce that one.
Oh, that's easy. That's do what I do. It's easy, bro. Got that one all day. Do what you said you would do. Right. Commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the mood in which you said it has left. Woo! It's easy to say that you're going to do things when you're in an environment like this. And everyone's excited. We're high-fiving. Woo! Excited. You can conquer the world. You're like, yes, I'm going to do it. And as soon as you walk out of these doors, you step back into reality where people are not as supportive. No one else is high-fiving you, by the way. You don't like come home and like your wife's like, yeah, Steve's home. You're not going into work and your boss is like, yeah, Rachel showed up. Woo! But you get here and it's like this, it's awesome. But at the same time, you have to be able to, when you get out there, to do the thing you said when you're in an environment where it felt good. That's the true definition of commitment, right? Non-debatable about keeping your faith and qualifying for mission right now. What separates successful from unsuccessful is that successful people simply do it. They take action. They aren't necessarily smarter, that's for sure. I met some of these people. They just work the plan, and the time to act is when the emotion is strong, because if they don't, here's what happens. Here's what happens, guys. All right now, in the moment, okay? It's called the law of diminishing intent. We intend to act when the idea strikes us, right? When the emotion is high is when we need to act. If we delay, we don't translate it into action, and fairly soon the intention starts to diminish. And a month from now, a year from now, you can't even recognize it. Dave was telling me a great story about abs. Okay, is it okay if I steal it? So, how many of us saw the movie 300?
Yeah.
And you saw all the articles about their workout routine, and they like got those abs in like 90 days or something ridiculous, doing like the warrior workout or whatever it was. And Dave was just like, he's like, bro, I was gonna have those abs, man. I was gonna have those abs. I was gonna do it. I made the decision on Sunday. I waited until Monday to act, and I said, man, all those guys died anyway, so what was the point? It's going to have a nice abs if you're dead by a bunch of Persians, so I'm just going to keep going. But that's the point. If you wait till procrastination, okay, will kill your business. You've got to act now. Your outer journey may contain 1,000,000 steps, but your inner journey only has one. The step you are taking right now. right now. Okay? So guys, that pretty much sums up the 9 empowering enhancements to take your life to the next level. One of the greatest titles ever created. Definitely not a lot of words. And so now we're going to complete our mission 5, right? If you're going to complete your mission 5 right now, say aye. Aye. Okay. How many of us are going to wait? Thank you. None of us. We're going to do everything right now. Exactly. In the moment. So guys, I'm going to bring back up the man, the myth, the legend himself. Gentleman flew all the way from Hawaii to bless us with his presence, to give us his gift of experience and knowledge, to share with us some of the tidbits, the little granules, the nuggets of awesomeness that have helped him create his career, but has helped him really catapult so many other people to success. Please help me welcome back up Mr. David Yonamine.
Oh. How you guys doing so far?
Fantastic.
Fired up? Perfect. Oof, that's it. That's it. That's how you know that you've got some smart leadership here.
That's right.
In Hawaii, man, we don't have good air conditioning like this. People will pass out right in the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into this, just so you guys know, this training, I have been just studying this training nonstop. I sleep to this training, just so you guys know. I mean, I'm talking about what you guys are about to get. Some pretty exciting stuff. I know that we're gonna move forward here. There he is.
So I didn't want to let go. I'm so excited.
Too fired up. Actually, before we jump in, can we just have everyone? I love to do this before we get in the mix. Can everyone just stand up real fast? Stand up. All right, go ahead, face towards this wall right here. Go and put your arms on the hands on the person, the shoulders over here. Just give them a little massage action. We got a little massage action. There we go. Oh, all right. Okay, now let's go ahead and give it back. Go ahead and give it back to the person. Go ahead and give it back to the person you just gave it to. Go ahead, turn back around. All right, perfect. All right, nice. Some of you guys don't know, that's why I come here. Do these events. There's a price. There's a price and a promise. All right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Man, good stuff. Whew, glad I showed up here today. So we're gonna get things kicked off here. Oh. This is the guy. Just so you guys know, this is the guy who actually got me started. Funny story. This is the guy who got me. Funny story. This is the guy who was strong with me, and I'll just say he was firm with me. And he didn't have to be, but he was firm with me, and because he was firm with me, I am who I am today. So absolutely, let's go move forward here. Oh, we have a video. Okay, perfect. Let's go and find out what Timber's got to say. A little message from this guy.
Everybody has a message. And I think the biggest thing to really revolutionize your life this weekend is to recognize the fact that, hey, look, what do I need to do right now to be able to do something, in my life and special? Because guess what? Nobody that's in here right now, nobody wants to look back with their dash and say, what I do with it. I'm a firm believer that we all get a dash in life, and it's what we do with that dash that's going to make the difference. So ask yourself this question: hey, look, you know what? 200 years from now, 100 years from now, what do I want to be remembered for? And what you do right now with your dash is going to make that biggest impact. What are you doing right now with your dash? The dash, obviously, as you guys know, it represents, there's a date that we were all born. And then we have a dash. And then there's going to be another date there. And hopefully for all of us here today, that other date's really far out. I mean, what are we doing right now with our dash? What are you doing? And here's what I'll share with you is that obviously we don't have Benjamin Franklin here today, but if Benjamin Franklin was here, one thing that he said one time is he said, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Ooh. What are you going to do? Let's work on getting better as people so we can make an impact from starting from the inside and going out. Do you guys see that? That's the deal. And when you have that heart, it translates everything that you do. Everybody knows, hey, look, my philosophy and my attitude is, hey, How you do anything is how you do everything. Every discipline affects the rest. Every letdown affects the rest. You can't be like, oh, I'm good over here in my life, but I'm a failure over here. One letdown lets us know that, hey, look, you're let down everywhere. Everything that you do, you can be great at. Everything. It doesn't make a difference what you do, whatever your hands want to do. My philosophy is what? Do it with all your heart, do it with everything that you got. Benjamin Fraser is a genius. He said, hey, nothing can resist a human will that will stake its existence on its purpose. Meaning what? Coming out of this event this weekend, man, you've got to make what's your purpose. The most important thing is, hey, look, lead with the servant's heart. Your job is to, guess what? Go out there and serve people and to go out there and try to basically emulate what the Ben Shabbats have done. That's all we got to do, right? What must I do right now to revolutionize my life? Number 2 is ask yourself this question. What are you grateful for right now? What are you grateful for in your life right now? And when we have that mindset, like Tracy says, he says, hey, look, develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step towards achieving something bigger and better than your current situation. So when you're thankful, guess what happens? Oprah said it better, maybe even better than that. Here's what Oprah said. Hey, look, this is why we got to be grateful. Is what? She said, be thankful for what you have, and you end up, guess what? Having more. But if you concentrate on what you don't have, guess what? You'll never have enough. You think, man, it's hard for me, Tim, guess what? To be thankful. You saw my situation. You saw where I'm at. How could you be thankful for that? But guess what? Every challenge is, guess what? An opportunity for us to grow, an opportunity for us to do something special, an opportunity for us to do something great. So let's make up our mind right now to say, hey, look, what am I grateful for right now in my life? And have that attitude of gratitude. Number 3 is, guess what? Right? What must I do right now to revolutionize my life? Right now, that's what it's about. Guess what? We've got to say, hey, look, how can I develop more urgency in my life? It starts off by having that urgency. We've got to, guess what? Develop more what? Urgency. How do we do that? We got to, this is what Dwayne Dyer's not here, but if he was, this is what he would say. Dwayne Dyer said, hey, look, you'll seldom experience regret for anything that you've done. Okay, it's what you haven't done that will torment you. So the message, guess what, is clear. Do it. Okay? He says, guess what Dwayne Dyer says? He says, develop an appreciation for the present moment. Seize every second of your life and savor it. It's all about right now. Right now is the time. Right now is the time to step up. Right now is the time to make the commitment. Right now is the time to make the decision. Right now is it. But there is no, man, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised for any of us. How do you develop urgency right now? Look at Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says everything, right? But he says, guess what? Without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value. Right now, some of your hearts are on fire, man. Your desire has reached an all-time high. Right now, you're saying, man, you know what? I'm so fired up. I'm so hungry right now to make this happen. Right now, I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to go all out. I'm ready to give it everything that I got. But guess what? We've got that heart right now that's all full of desire. But guess what Jim Rohn will tell you about all that desire that you accumulated this weekend? Without a sense of urgency, that desire is going to be lost. We got to take action. We got to get urgent right now. We got to step up right now. We got to get after it right when? Now. Now is the time to make it happen. Now is the time to step up. Let's make that commitment right now. Then we're going to go for it. Number 4 is what? For your notes, okay? Is what must I do to ensure that I can keep integrity to my commitment?
We're gonna get fired up. He got me too fired up right now. We're cutting it short. I got too fired up right now. All right. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna jump into, you believe that's the guy I work with. Some of you guys can actually imagine working with him. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So my job is real simple, and I got to spend some time with Mr. Herb before I came out here, actually, and he sent me here on a mission. I'm not here on accident. I'm here on purpose. My purpose here is to deliver the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. My purpose is to basically, after this is over, I want you guys to make a mental commitment that after this event, you're going to walk out of these doors a different person. So I'll share with you this. When I first got my hands on John C. Maxwell, it was the first audio program that I bought. Okay? And trust me, making a commitment to an audio program when you're 18 years old, and the price of an audio program is the price of an Xbox game. It's pretty aggressive. Does that make sense? I'm like, oof, it's like a couple of tanks of gas. I don't know what the value of audio programs have got. Back in 2006, they were pretty valuable because you had to buy them at stuff like Barnes & Nobles. Do you even have Barnes & Noble anymore? Do you know that actually there is not in Hawaii anymore? Yeah, I hit those things hard, man. When they going out of business now, I'm like, woo! Jackpot city. So anyway, here's the deal. I've been listening to 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership for over about a decade now. And I'll tell you this. When I first got started, I was a 1. I had no leadership. Nobody followed me. Most people who got started with me got started because they thought they were better than me. And that's where I was. I had to make a conscious, deliberate effort to want to be better. But I didn't get. Don't get me wrong. Today, I thank goodness for my future generation, for my children, for my nieces, for my nephews, for my family. I took on a leadership role. I thank God today that's what I decided to do. But I primarily did it because I was leading people. And we understand is that in this business, we can't push people. We can only lead them. John C. Maxwell says it best. Leadership is like a noodle. The what noodle? You can't push it from behind. What happens is it gets all tangled up. All you can do is lead it from the front. And that is our business. And today, I hope I can deliver a message for you. Some of you are here on your you had to find the money to be here today. Some of you had to find the time to be here today. And so I'm just not here on purpose. I truly believe that you're here on purpose as well. And that my job here today is to deliver possibly that ray of hope, that nugget of insight, that feeling. That's not just going to get you into action today. And it gives me goosebumps, man. It really does. That's why we call it chicken skin. Because I take a very heavy responsibility today. I'm responsible for delivering content that could change your life. And it's not because I wrote this stuff. Does that make sense? Trust me. I didn't write this stuff. But I've lived this. And all I'm here to do is share with you some experience. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to get started. If you're ready, say I'm ready.
Ready.
Ooh, I like it. All right. Let's get started. First off, obviously, leadership management expert in the world. Come here, no John C. Maxwell. JCM. Can you believe we got this guy coming into our meeting? Can you believe that? Man, gets me fired up. Hero, for sure. Don't forget about this. Diamond destination Greece. Oh, let's do it. Heard their economy is in a little bit of trouble right now. Must be a hot deal to get there. Buy me an island while I'm out there. All right, so here's the deal. Fire sale for islands. All right, so here's the deal. Ranking bands, we obviously know about this. So what are we going to do? Obviously, Operation 9 to Ignite, 2 missions. Sponsor 5, you're going to get the executive watch, certificate pin, recognition on stage at Ignite. Okay, and gave Isaac a hug before, shook his hand. Is that not life changing? Yeah. You know, shaking that man's hand and give him a hug. Okay, to walk the stage. Sponsor 20. I think they give you this thing called an Apple Watch. I'm not sure how effective it is. Just kidding, guys. My dad got one. He loves it. Certificate pin. Obviously, Apple Watch just for doing amazing job. Sponsor 20. Obviously, an invitation to the platinum and above party at Ignite. That's a no-brainer. All right. 2 missions. All right, we're just gonna run this. All right, here. Yeah. Potential here. I can't believe they're doing this stuff. It's ridiculous. Just get through this stuff. Oh, let's not forget about the double triple. How many of you know about the double triple bonus coming soon? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna share with you this. Before we jump into this real fast. When the company puts money on the table, some companies they don't want you to get. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like it's called trickery. Okay. Isaac Benchabout, from the bottom of his heart, wants you to take the money because he wants you to fuel your dreams. He wants you to be a success story for our community. We have a responsibility, not just because Isaac wants us to do it, but we have a responsibility for our organization to help them do it. Because once you do it, you'll find out that other people will believe that they can do it. It's called social proof. And if you're like Royale and higher, and you're running for the double triple, man, life is sweet. So here's the deal. That double triple is for everybody. So let's go forward here. Operation, obviously, you know, this is good stuff. Let's run through this stuff real fast here. Bing, 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 bing. All right, here we go. So, 21 review policy leadership. Law number 1, the law of the lid. Leadership ability determines a person's level of effectiveness. You can be a 1 as far as your leadership, and yet you are at 10 of dedication. You are dedicated. You are sold out. You want to do it. But if your leadership level isn't high, what you're going to find out is your effectiveness won't be high. I love what John C. says. Jacks me up every time I hear about it. He goes, if you are a leader, a leader is someone who has people following them. Otherwise, you're just a guy taking a walk. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's a direct quote. All right. So increase your leadership ability, you'll increase your effectiveness. They go hand in hand. All right. Seacret is a show business, not a tell business. Every agent is completing Mission 5 fast to raise the lid on their team to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, this Mission 5 is what it's all about. Right now, we have every single person in every single market is running for Mission 5. I promise you this, the day you complete Mission 5, you'll find other people do it. We're going to talk a lot about Mission 5. We're going to get through this. We're going to go. But that's law of the lid. Number 2, law of influence. The true measure of leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Albert Einstein was pretty fired up in this video. I didn't see it right here. He was a genius. All right. Setting an example is not the main means of influencing others. It is the only means. What does that mean? People do what you do, not what you say. Right. I love it. We'll do it real fast here. No, we gotta go forward. Sorry. We're gonna get you next time. Something for later. All right. Every leader right now has the catch me if you can attitude. The faster I complete the Mission 5, the greater my level of influence will be on my team to do the same. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, leadership is a fishbowl. I can get ahead of myself. Leadership is a fishbowl. Everybody's watching you. Your entire team is watching you. Right? We talk about it all the time. I gotta make sure I don't have a head here. I'm so fired up to go over the train. Understand that the leader, the speed of the pack is determined by the lead dog. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? You determine how fast your organization is going to go. If you're wondering right now why no one in your team has got a Mission 5, it's because maybe you got to look in the mirror. I know for a fact that's what I do. That's why I love that song, Man in the Mirror, by Michael Jackson. It makes so much sense. So, all right, let's move forward. All right, number 3, the law of process. Leadership develops daily, not in a day. All right, you saw some leadership up here today. You saw some people who had hit Royale, silver, gold, platinum. Do you think it just happened like all of it was like they just drove the right road? No. No, that's a myth. That's a myth. It doesn't just happen like that. What happens is this is what the road looks like. Fail, 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 win. Yeah. I wish Quiznos was like that, or my driver's ed test was like that. You know, you can't just keep failing and win. Does that make sense? What's great about our business? That's how it works, though. You gotta fail to win. You've got to fight those no's. You've got to go through it. You've got to make that's the only way you become a champion. That's the only way you get character. Right. You know that character comes from the word chisel, to chisel away, and that's what's left is what's the character. That Chevy, go to Wikipedia. I promise. That's what character was. That's what character means. It's chisel. All right. I love these words. All right. Leadership lesson, obviously, here it is. Speed of the pack is determined by the lead dog. The action steps required to complete Mission 5 is easier to do fast than it is to do what? Slow. Every single time. It's easier to do fast than it is to do slow. Understand, the faster you, everyone gets it. Speed of the pack is determined by the lead dog, obviously. I'm going to go a little faster. I want to go ahead and warn everybody, if you haven't seen me speak yet or train, go ahead and put your mental track shoes on, because we are going to run through this information here today. And if you missed something, hopefully your neighbor was fast enough to catch it. Go ahead and you can copy off your neighbor. This isn't like school. I mean, for me it was like that. I copied from my neighbor anyway in school. we call that success. They didn't call it success back then. All right, so the law of navigation, number 4. Anyone can steer the ship, but it takes a leader to chart the course. The secret to the law of navigation is preparation. When you prepare well, you convey confidence and trust to people. Leaders who are good navigators are capable of taking their people just about anywhere. Law of navigation. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Trying to gauge everybody's. I'll make sure you guys get that CD. All right. So, 21 Foot Laws of Leadership by Johnson Maxwell. Number 4, obviously, still law of navigation. 5 P's. Probably. Okay. Some of you right now have a list. Some of you right now have been in the business and you still haven't finished your list of 100 yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where it begins. When I got started, I will never forget the day I was being launched, all right, and I remember he gave Mr. Hur gave me some homework to write down some names. I showed up the next day, we had to get launched, and I had a name. I had 5 names on that list. I will never forget how red his face got with frustration. And he's like, took my list and he ripped it in half and threw it on the ground. He's like, if you're gonna waste my time, don't even do it. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I told you to put a list of 100 in. I'm like, bro, you don't get it. These 5 people, these are the ones. How many of you guys have ever either heard that or said that to somebody? He's like, listen, man, you don't know who it's gonna be. I asked you for a list of 100. You said you were coachable. I said, yes, sir. He said you said you were gonna do whatever successful. I said, yes, sir. So he put that list together. Why? It's the preparation, man. What if we had every single agent in our organization put a list of 100 together? Do you think we'd have a lot of people failing? Absolutely not. In a list of 100, in this opportunity, it's almost impossible not to win. Right? I agree. Absolutely. So once you complete your prospect list, then you are committed. A completed list shows you are a goal setter, not a bull what? Some of you right now are trying to complete mission 5 and you don't have a list of 100. This is where it begins, guys. If you don't have it, as soon as this event's over, make the decision. Don't let the law of diminishing intent strike you. And put that list together. So good. So, this is a good one. Law number 5, the law of addition. This is a new law, by the way. This is actually a new law. This used to be the law of E.F. Hutton. Now, John C. Maxwell, for those of you John C. Maxwell connoisseurs, okay, he removed the law of E.F. Hutton because it's kind of like similar to the law of influence, and he added something called the law of addition, okay? I love it. Leaders add value by serving others. To add value to others, one must first value others. Ooh, man. God, I love John C. Maxwell. That makes sense? That's right. To add value to others, one must first value others. So good. Oh, there it is again. There it is again. Was them. All right. We can't be stingy with our opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we have a responsibility and obligation to complete our mission 5 now, so that agents we enroll have a chance to complete it too. Last thing we need to do is finish our Operation 20 on September 10th, on September 5th, and all of a sudden we've got all these people we got started who don't have the same opportunity as us. There needs to be a frenzy right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I don't sleep very much anymore. Does that make sense? Because I know that when the environment is right, when the timing is right, we'll talk about law of timing. I can't get ahead of myself. Stop trying to get me ahead of myself. You guys demand me. Man. We'll talk about law of timing. It's coming up. But here's the deal. When the environment's right, when all the things, like they say, when all the ducks are in a row, that's what we have right now. What else could you ask for? We have a double, triple. We've got, if you get 5, if you get 20, we've got, if you get just a preferred customer, we have got every single opportunity. And all we got to do is share it. Just don't keep the secret safe. I just want to make sure I don't say that other stuff, man. I already did it already. I knew the lead dog thing was coming. I knew it was coming, said it anyway. I'm such a ridiculous human being. So here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we say it all the time. It's coming up. I already know it is, but I feel it's relevant now. Just you gotta tell the truth. Can everyone just say tell the truth? Tell the truth. Like you mean it. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. And what is the truth? That we have the best opportunity on the planet. That we have an opportunity to change people's lives and we're not sharing it with them? We're not putting it on our list? Tell the truth. We can't save these people's lives. We have the opportunity. I was just talking to some people the other day and they're like, you know, actually Tim and I were talking about it the other day and he's like, man, I go to these markets and I feel like there are people who just have they feel like when they do Seacret, they've got like a sign that says, you know, we'll work for food, and they're trying to get people to help them. I have never felt that way about the Seacret opportunity. I truly believe to this day, the Seacret opportunity is more like we've got a stack of hundreds and we're trying to give it to people. We got a stack of hundreds and we're trying to help people. We're trying to give them away. How much different would your opportunity be if that was the way you looked at it? And people are like, get a job. It's like, I'm trying to give you $100 bills. Get a job. Keep your job. That's so funny. I guarantee it's going to pop up again. All right, so here's the deal. And law number 6, the law of solid ground. Trust is the foundation of leadership. Integrity is a clear correspondence between your words and your actions. Character is the foundation, and skills are the leadership house. The character is the foundation, and skills are what we build upon that foundation. Man, passion. There it is. You have to tell the truth. I knew it was coming. God, I knew it was coming. You have to tell the truth. If you keep a secret a secret, I knew it was coming, man. I just did it anyway. If you are keeping secret a secret, then you aren't telling the truth. Your friends and your family and friends deserve to be allowed as much time as possible to take advantage of this fun. That's how you know I know this training. Would you guys agree? I just couldn't wait. I had to share it. Good news is we already did this. We can move forward. All right, so number 7, the law of respect. People naturally follow leaders stronger than themselves. Okay? Leaders go their own way when a group first comes together. So if you take a look at it, I go to a lot of marketplaces, and I see sometimes that there are people who all go in different directions. But then all of a sudden, a leader will rise. Someone will select themselves, and all of a sudden, everybody lines up, and everybody goes the same direction. And that's when you see the miracle process take place, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out what this is more about. People out there. Some people change directions to follow the strongest leaders. I love it whenever I see Tim coach. It's so funny to me. Because the kids will just be, sometimes they're just crazy. You guys know what I'm saying? Like that range, like 6 to 9, it's like almost impossible to really always get them to work together. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, the sugar and the, they just get so fired up. And then all of a sudden, you'll see them just like that when a coach comes, when Tim comes up, and all of a sudden, bam, they just all line up. That's sometimes our organization. That's sometimes our marketplace. And so you got to understand, law of respect. People naturally follow leaders stronger than themselves. Boom. Oh. People naturally align themselves and follow leaders stronger than themselves. But now they're all going the same direction. So let's move forward here. Perfect. People can't follow in your footsteps if your feet aren't moving. Make a declaration in your heart right now that says, you will see my name on the leaderboards no matter what. You know, Tim used to tell me all the time, he'd be like, David, you've got to declare it. And make it public. And I go, sir, you know, where I come from, people don't respect people who make big mouth promises. And he's like, but that's what will hold you accountable to your commitment, to when you announce it, when you let everyone in the market know, I will be there. I mean, I will. The 2 strongest words in the human language. I will. Make a declaration in your marketplace. Make a declaration with your team. Make a declaration to your family that you will be there. That it will be me at the top. It will be on that leaderboard. Make it declare it to the world. You know, I love it. I love when he says commitment. You know, when you make a commitment, the universe will conspire with you. Done. Law of intuition. Leaders evaluate everything with a leadership bias. A leader is one who sees more than others see, who sees farther than others see, and who sees before others see. That's a no-brainer. Either you were meant to be. It's a no-brainer. It makes a lot of sense.
Wait. What's the author's name?
Leroy Ames. More the author.
Good.
All right, perfect. Every leader in Seacret, number 1 focus is mission 5. Right now, everywhere you go, you hear people talking about it. Every conference call you jump on. The reason why we do that is because, number 1, for those of you, I like to look at it like this. When we talk about promotions, I like to look at it like this. You guys ever been to a concert or thought about going to a concert before? At least didn't go. At least you thought about one, right? Right. Yeah. Nobody? A couple people. Okay, cool. What happens when you don't buy tickets and every time you hear some music from that person? It's kind of like you feel kind of like, I gotta get tickets. You kind of like feel like, I better get some before they sell out. Da, 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 da. Usually by the time you make a decision, you're either in the nosebleeds or they are sold out. Right? Well, the cool thing about Mission 5 is it's kind of like that, where every single time you're on a conference call, every time you're on a vision cast, every single time you hear people talk about it, if you haven't done it, it reminds you. And if you have done it, you get pretty excited from it. You're like, oh yeah, mission 5, done. I'm actually working on mission 20, just so you guys know. Right? That's how you feel. So understand that when you get it done, you have to understand every leader in Seacret is focusing on it right now. So if you get it, what you want to do is obviously get it done as soon as possible, and then you can help other people do it. We'll talk about this. We're going to get there. Law of magnetism. This is a great one. Who you are is who you attract. To attract attracted people, you must be attracted. To attract powerful people, you must be powerful. To attract committed people, you must be committed. Instead of going to work on them, you go to work on yourself. If you become, you can attract. Jim Ross. So many of us, I hear it in a lot of markets I go to. They go, oh man, my team. I used to be that way too. Until I realized that my team was a reflection of me. I used to list down all the qualities of the people that I wanted in my business. I used to list all the qualities in my journal. I like to read my journal from time to time and get a good laugh at myself. So I'm like, oh, David in 2009, you were a silly man. David 2011, smart guy. I like to reflect and give myself some praise and criticism. So here's the deal. What you got to understand is that if you want those qualities, you've got to be those qualities. If you want to recruit those qualities, you've got to get them. The only person you can work on is you, man. That's all we can do. So the law of magnetism states the better you become, the better people you can attract. The higher leadership number you have, the higher caliber leaders you can attract. That's the good news. You guys know that? That's the great news. Anybody can do it. I mean, if I can do it, absolutely anybody. So we attract not what we want, but who we are. Every agent is completing the mission 5 in order to attract quality leaders to take Seacret to $1 billion company. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to think of it. I love this example, but in Serengeti, you'll find that zebras don't give birth to giraffes. Some people are like, perfect. I have read picture books because they have pictures in it and they're easy to read. No, but what I discovered is zebras don't give birth to giraffes. So people who don't complete mission 5 can't give birth to the people who don't finish mission 5. Does that make sense? Zebras give birth to zebras, giraffes give birth to giraffes. People who hit superstar, people who complete mission 5, they give birth to others that do as well. Ooh, law of connection. Leaders touch a heart before they ask for the hand. Every time. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Theodore Roosevelt. I'm kind of scared of that picture of him though, but that is something he did say. I think of this all the time. People really don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Right. Find out what it is and why. You know, Professor Grego talked about it earlier. He talked about paying a price. But if people don't want to pay a price if they don't know what the promise is. So find out because the promise of the future is an awesome force. The pull of the future is an awesome force. So make sure you understand what people want. Make sure you find out what that promise is. What it is that's going to keep these people from failing backwards and failing forward. Find out what it is that's going to get them to the next level. Find out why. Find out the promise. Promise is powerful. Oh, I love this. If your neighbor's house was on fire, would you tell them? Would you be like, hey, house on fire? Oh, we'll figure it out. No, right? How many guys would just be like, bam, boom? Is there anybody in here? Who needs rescuing right now? Come on, right? Oh, yeah. You just let your neighbor's house catch on fire and not check out what's going on? See, in our business, we've got to look at people, not that they've got dollar signs on their head, but that they've got help me written on their forehead. So good. As the complete mission sponsor, let's look at everyone you see as if they have help me written on their forehead, not because we're going to get an Apple Watch. I couldn't use the Apple Watch. So. Got an Android. Once again, Android. Just kidding, I'm just messing around. No, but seriously, guys, ladies and gentlemen. No, but seriously, we can't look at people just like the number 11 or the number 5. You gotta look at them as they've got help me run this for. You're getting them, you're sponsoring. You guys know what the word sponsor means? You break the word sponsor down, it means bridge. Bridge from where they are today to where they want to go tomorrow. A bridge from dark to light. A bridge from lost to found. It means a bridge. And that's what sponsor means. You're that bridge for them. From their problems there today to the solutions they need tomorrow. That's what it is. Sponsorship to me is such an important deal. I take that responsibility heavily. I lose a lot of sleep over it because I think of all the people I need to help to make sure that they get taken care of. Man, it's a powerful deal. Okay. Oh, here it is. Some of you guys know we're going to talk about this. Law of the inner circle. A leader's potential is determined by those closest to him or her. The inner circle inspire them, and they'll inspire you. If a father walks out of the house and he can still feel his daughter's kiss on his face all day, he's a powerful man. If a husband walks out of the house and he can still feel the imprint of his wife's arms around his body, he's invincible. The prophet said, there are many virtues and values, but here's the greatest. One person caring for another. There is no greater value than that, than love. Law of inner circle. Association. You know, when Tim and I get, we go on these trips, and my sister Jill, she'll be like, make sure he gets back okay and whatnot. And I know that when Tim and I leave, and the kids are usually in tears, he's got like one on his leg. And now they're a little bit bigger now. So if one were to do that, one's like 17, he's like a big guy. He's like taller than us now. We're just like, you still wear pajamas and stuff. It's crazy. It's like a man-child. he gives me a hug every time. It's just like, oh man, you're a big guy. It's like he wherever he talked about earlier, wherever he is, he is. It's a shame how many times we forsake the inner circle. And people go, man, I'm going out here doing this business. I'm not spending time with my family. And that's all they think about. And then when they're with their family, all they can do is think about how many more calls they need to make, or how many they should be on the phone right now, or how they should be out there in the field. And they forsake their inner circle. Listen, if you're going to take time away from your family, make it worthwhile. Woo! And then when you get back, it's so crazy. Tim and I will talk about it all the time. He leaves. He misses games all the time still. Does he have to? Absolutely not. If he wanted to stay there and hang out with his kids all the time, he could do that. But him and I know we have a responsibility. And so he might miss a game here and there. But when he gets back there, guess what he's doing? He's shooting hoops with his son until he falls asleep. He goes out there and makes sure he lets his daughter tell him all kinds of crazy stuff. And he listens until he falls asleep. Law of inner circle. Inspire them and they'll inspire you. For sure. Set the pace. Everyone has completed their mission 5 right now, so we can inspire the people closest to them. That's set the pace, man. No brainer. Oh, law of empowerment. Only secure leaders give power to others. Before you are a leader of success, a leader of success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. That's a good one. This guy's serious. I like the way he's power stance. Sharing some important stuff right now. People who say cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Woo! That's a good one. As soon as we all complete mission 5, we will empower everyone else to complete the mission. Ladies and gentlemen, social proof is so important. Social proof is what it's all about. Making sure you do it so that you can spark the belief in other people. Responsibility. Number 13, the law of the picture. People do what people see. I love this picture. This is so funny. All right, everyone, can everyone participate with me real fast here?
Oh yeah.
Even the cool people, everybody.
Yeah.
Can everyone go, even the cool people, can everyone go like this real fast? All right, go ahead and put your finger on your, okay, go like this. Follow me, everyone here. Come on, everybody. I see a couple people. All right, go ahead and put your finger on your cheek, cheek. People, do what you do, not what you say. Good job. Give yourselves a round of applause for awesome. I like to mix it up sometimes, you know. The way those people are like, oops. Anyway, for all of you guys are like, I've seen this before. Reversed it. So here's the deal, people. People are always watching what you do. It's easier to teach what's right than to do what's right. Okay. We should work on changing ourselves before trying to improve others. The most valuable gift a leader can give is being a good example. Isn't it true, right? Our parents just say, do as I say, not as I do. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, well, it makes it real easy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all day, every day. People, do what you do, not what you say. Lead by example. And the best way you can lead by example, understand, leaders live in a fishbowl. Talked about a little bit earlier. For good or bad, our team is watching every move we make. We want to complete Mission 5 ASAP, and they will follow our lead. Law of lives is in there too. They won't do it unless you do it. Okay. Ooh. Oh, law of timing. Law of buy-in. Sorry, law of buy-in. We have a similar graph we'll show you in a little bit. Law of buy-in. People buy into the leader, then the vision. Okay. Some of you right now have a vision. Some of you folks are running for a goal. You're running for a pin. You're running for a change of a lifestyle. And what you have to understand is this. Okay. You've got to get people to buy in. So how does this work? So let's imagine the leader, they don't buy into the leader, they don't buy into the vision. Get another leader. All right, don't buy into the leader, but buy into the vision. Once again, you'll get another leader. Buy into the leader, don't buy into the vision, get another vision. Okay, very, very easy. If people buy into the leader, they buy into the vision, they get behind the leader. And there's nothing more magical than that. So you got to understand, law of buy-in is so important. Getting people to buy in on what you're doing, getting people to not just telling them what to do, not just saying, hey, we got to do this for this. No. You've got to get everyone rallied behind you. You know, we say unity of vision. Unity of vision. When everyone can see the same vision, you can move mountains. Right now in your marketplace, you might feel like your marketplace is divided. You might feel like some people are doing this. You're like, man, I want people to do this, this, and this. You ever ask them what they want to do? You ever ask them why they want to do it? Unity of vision. One of the most all-important ones. You guys see Tim Murphy? You guys?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Do you know one day he just did it? You guys know the story behind it? This is like 5 years. This right here is a few years ago, but 5 years ago, Jordan, my niece, was learning how to do toe touches. Okay, swear to God, we're in the living room just hanging out, and she's doing it, and we're just like, wow, man, it's pretty hard. And so I tried to do it, didn't work. And then Jill is like, this is hard. And Tim's like, I bet I can do this. And we all laughed. We all thought it was really funny. And then he did. And we were just like, what? Like in the living room, there's a couch, there's a TV. You guys picture this? We're all just jumping, okay? Like I almost broke something. Like I was like really sore after one, and we had him do like 10, and he couldn't walk the next day. It was hilarious. Like it was crazy. He just did it. Anyway, whip yourself into Mission 5 frenzy. In order to have your agents buy into the Mission 5 frenzy, you need to be the biggest believer in the Mission 5 frenzy. He just did it. It's crazy. All right. Law number 15, the law of victory. Leaders find a way for the team to win. When the pressure is on, I love it. When the pressure is on, great leaders are at their best. Whatever is inside them comes to the surface. We talk a lot about victory.
Yes.
Yeah. Never-ending story. Keeps on going. People will be afraid. People will be afraid not to follow you if they know that you know where you are going. People will actually be scared not to. People will be scared not to follow you if you know where you're going. Okay. Every agent is getting Mission 5 completed now to lead the team to victory. Guys, victory is a simple deal. Victory is fueled. What victory fuels is something called high morale. High morale is affected by victory. And you guys don't understand. Victory is everything. People getting promoted. High morale, momentum is fueled by victory. We're going to talk about momentum. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I believe it. It's right here. Law of the big mo. Someone knew what they were doing when they put this thing together. So the law of the big mo. Momentum is the leader's best friend. Momentum is the great exaggerator. Okay? Momentum makes leaders look better than they are. Momentum helps followers perform better than they are. Momentum is easier to steer than to start. Momentum is the most powerful change. Okay, momentum is the leader's responsibility, and momentum begins inside the leader. The law of the big mo. We just say this all the time. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the what? Kitchen. Leaders are the ones that start the fire. It takes a leader to start the fire, to ignite the flame. So, it is a great exaggeration. It does totally makes me a little bit over there. All right, have to give me the goal attitude. Every leader in Seacret is achieving their Mission 5 in order to create massive momentum for their entire team. You guys heard about Mission 5 enough yet or no? We talk about it a few more times? Yeah, a few more times. Okay. What's Mission 5? All right, law 17. The law of priorities. Leaders understand that activity is not necessarily an accomplishment. 20% of your activity gives you 80% of your result. All right, you guys know we call it the 80-20 rule. 20% of the people do 80% of the business, while 80% of the people do 20% of the business. Find out. How do you identify yourself as that game changer? Guess what? Complete Mission 5. Oh, some of you guys got that one. Right, so prioritize or agonize. Every Seacret agent's #1 priority is to complete Mission 5 right now. You know, it's crazy, man. Some of us like to put off the harder stuff to the end. You know, there's a leadership rule called eat the frog. You guys ever heard of it? Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy. If you gotta eat the frog first. Whatever you are afraid of the most, do it first. And then everything becomes easy. But it's so crazy in our lifestyle, right? We always put off the worst to what? Last. What ends up happening? We don't do it. I never did physics homework. I didn't do a lot of homework, but that's not besides the point. I definitely never did that one. Don't put it off, man. Don't do what feels comfortable. Get out there and tackle the most challenging thing. Because once you do that, what is it? It's all downhill from there. So prioritize or agonize. Oh, law of sacrifice, man. A leader must give up to go up. As you rise in leadership, your responsibility increases and your rights decrease. That's it is. As you rise in leadership, your responsibility increases and your rights decrease. You have to give up to go up. You have to give up to go up. Every agent gave up their fears and doubts and is running to complete Mission 5 right now. I love the one there before. False evidence appearing real. I love fear, right? False evidence appearing real. I like this other one, this other acronym. Forget everything and run. Another goal for fear. I got a good story for fear we'll share later. Oh, law of timing. Oh, I love this one. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, what's very key on law of timing. Okay, that's something that for me, I've always loved the key in. What does that mean? See, right now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who've been with Seacret for a little while, you know why right now we are going into momentum. You know right now why people are working hard, because the company is making it easy. They're throwing out promotions. They're literally they're eliminating every single excuse. So right now would be the time to what? Work as hard as we possibly can. Because they're giving us all these things. For example, timing's everything, okay? When to lead is as important as what to do and where to go. Wrong action, wrong time, we call it what? Disaster. Right action, wrong time, we call that what? Resistance. You ever felt that before? Sometimes you're just like, man, I'm doing the right stuff. But it's for some reason hard right now. We call that resistance, okay? Wrong action, right time, we call that a mistake. Right action, right time, I like to call that massive success. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, that right now, what would be the right action? Can anyone guess?
Fish five?
Fish and five. I like throwing it up there when it's not there. There's never been a better time with the most powerful promotion happening, the urgency over the top to complete Fish and Five right now. This is it. There is no resistance. Everybody is getting started. Everybody is winning right now more than ever before. If you know right now, you can feel it in the marketplace. You can feel it in the way that the leadership is talking. You can feel it in the way, in the tenacity that this is it. That this is a time to run. This is a time that what we do over the next few months, I understand. I get it, man. I live in Hawaii. It's summer 24/7 over there. Does that make sense? You think people would rather be trapped with me in a hot room than in the beach, checking out all kinds of great spectacles? Of course they would be rather be there. You kidding me? This isn't a beach body. That's a double joke. Yes, a long time. Of course, are you kidding me? I have to have an opportunity for people who want to be over there. Think about it. There's always going to be obstacles. They're always going to be there. Just understand that right now is the time to act. Right now is the time to do. There's people right now that you may have talked to already. Talk to them again. I thank God that my sponsor talked to me over again. The first time talking, I was 9 years old. A little bit of resistance there. Call that disaster, right? Wrong time. I was ready to, let's do this. I got friends. Got $4 to do, right? There's never been a better time. Trust me. I've been in Seacret almost the entire time it's been around. Does that make sense? There has never been a better time to do Seacret than right now. So, all explosive growth. To add growth, leaders, followers add growth. To multiply, you add leaders. Man, what is this? To add growth, lead followers, yeah. To multiply, lead leaders. Leaders that lead followers grow by addition. Leaders that develop and lead leaders grow by multiplication. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know, while we're together with the company of the West Way, I can explain this as you can light a torch and you can pass the torch to somebody else. And that's growing by addition because you're just one at a time. The way that I now see what we're doing is you can't just give them the torch because they're probably going to give it back to you. Does that make sense? You've got to ignite all of their torches and get them to run. Leaders develop leaders. Leaders that develop leaders grow by multiplication. Leaders that develop followers grow by addition. Let's all make a commitment to lead leaders and develop leaders. Like attracts like. Every agent is completing Mission 5 right now because they know in order to attract solid leaders, they must have a forward-leaning motion and excited about life. Said Mission 5 again. I had $1 for every time I said that. I have $21. Right, here's the deal. I asked if it was okay if we had fun. Did I not? I already got permission, right?
Yes, sir.
Love legacy. Leaders' lasting value is measured by succession. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it's between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. Mother Teresa had a lot of zingers, by the way. Yeah. She had said some pretty wild stuff. Look up Mother Teresa quotes, you're going to find someone who had some strong words to say. But here's the deal. Legacy. We're building a better tomorrow. Legacy is what I like to think when I think of Seacret. These guys, you can tell by the way that they build this company that they're not trying to build this for a 5-year deal. This isn't a 10-year deal. This is a legacy deal. This is something, if you wanted to pass on to your kids, it'll be worth not just something, it'll be worth everything in the future. I mean, that's why we work so hard, right? I mean, we can't take it with us. You guys agree? Right. I mean, I might take a packet of Recover with me. You know what I'm saying?
With the boxes.
Silly. Silly, man. No, seriously. You can't take it with you. What else are you doing it for? Something bigger than ourselves. You know, I love what John C. Maxwell says. We're going to wrap up because we're going to, obviously, we got some other promotion we're going to throw out and whatnot, but he talks a lot about the Coca-Cola company. He talks about legacy. He goes, I love the way he opens up. He goes, a billion years ago, the dinosaurs roamed the earth. You know, a million years ago. He goes all these things, and he goes, a billion Cokes ago was yesterday. Yeah, I know. I wish I had the whole deal. It's a little bit less powerful without the other one. Anyway, the CEO of Coca-Cola, you never know when they pass away because it's so seamless. The leadership at Coca-Cola, they already have it lined up. They've already got it ready. They've groomed their successors because they follow a lot of these leadership laws. I know this is number 21, and we're going to wrap up the leadership law, the different laws right now. Obviously, there's another mission 5. I'll throw it out there right now while I'm talking, so you guys can write it down. But understand, be worth duplicating. Every agent is excited to include mission 5. There it is. I love what John C. says when he opens up this book. He goes, people will often ask me, John, what is the one law that's more important than any of the other laws? He goes, well, there isn't one law better than them all. That's his whole deal. He goes, you know, people try to always rush. They're always trying to. They're so anxious. You know, makes me think of what the Dalai Lama had to say. I kind of want to end with this story, but I want to throw it in here right now. I like to throw this at the end of anytime I do a presentation because let me pull it up. Because I believe a lot of us today are taken by this. But the Dalai Lama, when asked what surprised him most about humanity, he answered man. Because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. And then he sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future. So anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he's never gonna die, and then he dies having never really lived. Ladies and gentlemen, understand that we are here to do that. We are here to make sure that we can get our life back. We're helping people get their lives back. So, respect these laws. It's worth duplicating. Every agent excited to include Mission 5. They can pass the batons, and they're new agents that get started. Oh, all right, cool. This is we're right at the home stretch. Everyone, got some exciting stuff here. So, build a system-dependent business, not a personality-dependent business. Understand number one, understand the importance. Training events make you unstoppable. Our favorite one we like to do with this one is we like to show the picture of Mario getting the star. What happens when Mario gets the star? He's invincible. He hears music when he walks around. He runs through Goombas. He's invincible. Okay? Understand that when you get to these events, they make you unstoppable. When you get to these events, you hear the stories. You get the emotion. So understand that what these events do for you. They make you unstoppable. Okay? The more powerful the event, the more unstoppable you become. Regionals make you unstoppable. The weekends will make you unstoppable for a period of time. The Ignite convention will make you unstoppable. So, good idea. Number 2, be non-debatable and non-negotiable. Now we let's show a picture of a lion. We should show a shark because there was a shark we heard. My nephew that I was going to the beach and he said, "Uncle, don't you know it's Shark Week?" I couldn't make that stuff up. He was like really concerned. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's 8. I'm a 17-year-old. He's like, "Don't go to the beach, it's Shark Week." He was crying. It was really messed up. We were all laughing. Really messed up. Be non-negotiable, non-debatable, man. Always be the first to buy multiple tickets for regional. It's a no-brainer. You always want to make sure that you get tickets for your future people that obviously sponsor 5. You want to make sure you get them tickets right away. Let them know you care. I remember some of the first agents I ever got in the company. I remember they only showed up to the event because I got them a ticket. Where would I be today if I didn't get them that ticket? If you make excuses, you accept excuses. You know, there are some people who aren't here today because they made an excuse. That you know right now, you're thinking, man, they could have used this information. If you make them, you accept them. So let's make a decision today. Let's make a commitment today that we will never make an excuse for anybody or for ourselves ever again. Everyone ready to make that commitment?
Yeah.
Woo! All right. 8 people on board. Sweet. I got your names. Don't worry. All right. Events give new life. Understand. I know some of you got here with some of you drove in from Minnesota. I know some people drove in from Chicago. Congratulations. Good idea. Events give new life. Sometimes when you get someone to an event, it's what they need. It's the breath of fresh air that they need. It's that excitement that they had in the beginning that they needed. Okay. Number 6. Tell success stories about the event. Write this down. Stories sell. Facts tell. I am a professional storyteller. I just tell a lot. I really do love telling stories. That's what. So share stories. Tell about the testimony. Why do you think we have the testimonials come up here? Here, find out. My story may not relate with you. Gio's story may not relate with you. Timber's story may not relate with you. Professor Grego's story may not relate with you. Jesse's story may not. Who knows whose story it is that you go, man, that's the story we needed. That was the one that changed everything. I know that we're Jesse, Lisa, and I just came back from Phoenix. We got to hear every single person's story there. She was there too, obviously. 13 hours of stories. Man. I didn't have the reason to win then. I didn't have the cheat codes to the video game then. I've got them all right here. I'm just like, ooh. I mean, it's not like that. You know, it was like, you know, there was a lot of crying, but I took a lot of notes too. It was like little drops on my notepad. Serious. I was really serious. But tell stories. Tell the success stories. That's why you got your story. You get the other ones. Meet the people that are here that are making things happen, man. All of us have a different story. Let events build your business for you. Man, I was so bad when I got started in this business. I was so bad. You guys wouldn't believe how bad I was. My sister will tell you. So if you ever see her, ask her how bad I was. She'll let you know exactly how bad. I was so bad. I actually, I was telling some of the leaders the other night that were qualified for the barbecue that I actually had a nervous habit. I used to hop in front of the stage. So I'd be like, hey guys, welcome. My name is David Yonamine. And it was crazy when I would do it the entire time. Oh, you guys know, right? You can see me doing it, right? Did it the entire time. You know, a little fired up. And one day, one of my leaders was like, David, I don't know if you do it on purpose. You know you're hopping up there. I'm like, I ain't hopping around like a damn bunny. I was like, what are you, jealous? You want to get up here? Is that what it is? He's like, no, man, that's not what it is. And I'm like, videotape the dang thing and let me see it. So I videotaped it. I looked at it. I was like, oh, like, why didn't you tell me this earlier? Man? 6 minutes later to tell me I'm hopping around. Man, I don't even know if we signed people up there. They must have thought I had some kind of a condition or something. Understand, let the events build your business for you. You're asking yourself right now, man, how do I get these people excited? Get them to the event. How do I get them registered for Ignite? Get them to the event. How do I get them to the next event? Get them to an event. Yep. And we do it for you. How great is that? Great. So make sure your new agents buy tickets and pack your car with agents. Till this day, yeah, let me knock on some wood here. Never to this day have I picked up a guest on our way to the Seacret event, and when they find out we're going to Seacret, and they open the door and jump out into the freeway and tuck and roll. Does that make sense? Good. If you pick them up, guess what? They show up. So I You know, in California, man, they get crazy. I've seen 11 people get out of a Honda Civic.
That's no lie. I was at San Diego.
Yeah. Back the trunk. Yeah, a subwoofer in the trunk too. It's crazy. Story. Couldn't make that stuff up. All right. So use bold statements. Use bold statements. I like to be bold because I know where I came from. I was 18 years old, didn't have any confidence, didn't have any money, was in like an abusive relationship. It's kind of funny, but yeah, you know, we laugh now, we were crying back then, but here's the deal. I'm serious, man. Use bold statements. Let them know where you're going. Let them know what this event will do for them. Don't sugarcoat it. Be bold. People respond to bold. Man, someone's fired up next door. Be bold, though. Let them know where you're going. Cast that vision. I'm telling you, people, they don't care once you get there. I'll be very, very blunt with you folks. Today, the people that I didn't get started, they tell me, man, David, I must have missed it. And I laugh. I laugh and I cry at the same time. Because I go, if only you knew. If only you knew. It wasn't magic. We got here because we worked hard. We got here because, and there's still more, if not more, an opportunity today. But like I said, people don't care. They care about where you're going. They care, you know, I'm going to get this house. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this rank. I'm going to do it. Let them know. Use those bold statements. Let them know that this event will change their lives. Let them know that this event is what's going to be so they can see the vision. And you want to be saying, I'm going to get 5 tickets today, no matter what. All right, everyone give yourselves a round of applause for completing the worksheet. All right, so before we go, I like to throw out a promotion real fast here. So right now, you know, I was talking to Jesse, I was talking to Lisa, and I was like, what can we do to make sure, because, I mean, Jesse talked about earlier, you guys know who Josh and Cindy Denny are? Yeah. First off, love Cindy. She is just one of the funnest people, the most fun person to be around. She's got that magnetic, like, oh my God, love Cindy. These guys are coming out here to deliver an amazing training. I want to make sure I make it as easy as possible for you guys. Make sure not only are you here, but you've got guests here. That you've got your new agents getting promoted in front of the room. Because just so you guys know, if you guys look at your calendar, this will probably be the last event before Ignite, correct? Yes. Do you guys see the power in this last event? Because you see, I understand this. If that's the next event, everyone from that event is going to want to go to what? Ignite. And I know on good information what's going to happen at Ignite. You guys don't even know what's going to happen at Ignite. We're releasing some things. Woo! I like to call them game changers. We're kind of letting a few of those loose. The game changer was a cat. We're letting a herd of cats go. I can't let them out of the bag though, because I'd get probably assassinated or something. Understand, there are game changers happening. You want to be there, because we're limiting it to people who are only there. Oh, I said too much already. I hope Isaac's not watching. I see cameras and stuff. Strike them from the recording. So here's the deal. I'm like talking to them, and I have these Ignite tickets. And I know that some of you guys have already got tickets to Ignite, but I mean, who couldn't use more Ignite tickets, right? I bought 20. That's how fired up I was. I got 20 of those wristbands. I shrunk my arm because I put so many on my arm. I bought the little ones too, so I'm like, oh my God, I can't feel my left arm. I don't know what I'm talking about, those little ones. So here's the deal. What if we gave away a couple today for people? Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Normally, at the door, tickets are $25. Normally, for tickets for this event, are $20. Okay. Here's what I got. All right. Lisa and I were talking. We're arm wrestling. Come on, Lisa, let's do this. What if we did this? Buy 2, get 1 free. Okay. And then you're gonna get 3 entries into the raffle.
And what if we gave away 3 tickets to Ignite? What do you guys think about that? By the way, how much are tickets to Ignite right now? What was it? 129? Oh, cash money. What? 3 tickets to see John C. Maxwell. Are you guys fired up about that or what? Yeah. All right, so let's do this right now. We'll put a little bit of music on while people register. We're gonna give away 3 tickets to Ignite. Once again, the deal we're doing: buy 2, get 1 free. So when you do that, you get 3 entries into the raffle. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Let's go ahead and register for the next week. Hi guys, right over here at Lisa Garcia. Also, don't forget to pick up your CD as well. When you go up there, bring your completed worksheet. Pick up your Ignite to 90. Welcome back. Yep.